Hello everyone and welcome back to Of the Devil, episode 1. I'm here with KatFTWynn.
Hello.
Hello.
It is I.
So, episode 0 ended with quite a bang. So,
A plot twist.
yeah, we're curious to see how episode 1 goes.
Oh, okay.
So,
I guess.
do we want to? Because, yeah, that just brings up our saves.
You know.
Here, we'll try this one, and if it doesn't work, we can... Okay, so this brought us here, so we can just start episode 1 from here. Then that works.
Sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can choose to play episode 1 in high roller mode. In high roller mode, you're limited to 1 save slot.
Oh. No.
You won't be able to reload your saves while inside the courtroom. No. Quick saving and auto saves will be disabled as well. The minimum ante for hands. No, you don't need to sell it to me. I've already decided.
I've already decided no.
I've already decided no.
I am not a gambling person. I am a paranoid person and afraid of losing, so.
This will unlock an exclusive phone charm that can't be earned any other way. Look.
Oh.
You can tempt me with accessories, but not right now.
Yeah, just on a replay.
Yeah. You can turn high roller mode off at any time in settings. Okay.
Okay.
It's intended to encourage risk-taking and discourage save scumming. Consider
Never!
enabling it if you want to pursue this mystery like a true gambler.
I will save scum till my heart's content.
I don't think we really did have to save scum anyway, but...
We thought about it
like
once,
having
but
the
then we ended
option.
up committing anyway. Yeah.
I like having the option just in case something goes terribly wrong.
Because honestly, part of it is just saving time
Yeah.
for stream purposes, so we don't have to like redo something.
Yeah, also I'd be worried if something did happen to the save slot and we are streaming, like...
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Disable tutorials.
I think we...
No, let's keep them enabled, maybe.
Okay.
Because I don't know if there's going to be
'Cause,
new
like,
stuff
I have no idea.
in this episode. I'm just going to leave them on, and if we don't need them, we don't need them.
It's only gambling if you don't know the answer, but we've never played this. So we don't know the answer.
Correct.
Listen, I wanted to thank you for coming over. Is this?
Wanted to thank you for coming over. I don't know if this is like...
I think the green question marks was the same person talking to the android, the previous.
Yeah.
At the end.
I was wondering if the other one was the android, but I don't know yet. We'll find out.
Figures you'd notice.
Anyone could tell something's bothering you.
You're the first person to say anything.
What happened?
The police came to see me.
In public?
No, they wanted to be considerate of my privacy.
That's a first.
They wanted to talk to me about the other week. About my whereabouts. And yours. I told them I didn't know anything.
They must have loved that.
Funny. What would you have done?
In your shoes, probably curse them out.
Yeah, I could see that.
Is there anything you want to ask me?
No.
Not even for a favor in return?
No favors lost between friends, I say.
That sounds like a toast.
Why not? To friends?
I'll raise a glass to that.
So maybe not the android, because she was more passive.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Glass him!
Glass him?
I want to know what these people look like. Vandalism detected.
Oh.
Incident logged.
Oh, chat.
Good, yeah, ACAB.
Chat, how is the volume? Because we had to raise it for Split Fiction, so it might be too loud.
I'm gonna lower the game. The capture.
It's a bit loud. Okay.
Treating someone like a person. They must be rich as hell. I mean,
I'm gonna take it down to about here. Hopefully that's good.
Recorded at 8:55 a.m. local time. Geopositional data encoded. If I could have all citizens in the area. Fuck off, Copper.
The
Visuals
tiniest
impaired.
voice.
Facial recognition compromised. Pinging nearby opt-ins for corroborating evidence.
Hey, he's lighting up every phone on the block. We need to go now or...
Hey, hell, outdoor voice. That's their voice now.
Or he'll have us pinned down to our dental records before you can say we're fucked.
My eyes. Hi, Morgan.
Morning, Officer Leo. You look different today. You do
Cute.
something new with your uniform?
Leo and Leet. Good morning to you too, Morgan, citizen. To answer your question, no, I have not undergone any recent retrofitting.
That looks like a
Retro?
GameCube.
A little bit, yeah. If you'd like a more detailed record of my maintenance history, you can make a request for.
I've got it. Must be the new coat of paint.
You're referring to the act of vandalization that just took place.
Only the most recent one. Super Cop over here has a new dent every time I see him. Scars honorably earned in the line of duty, scanning the street for jaywalkers and loiterers.
Oh no, not jaywalkers or loiterers. Don't worry, ma'am. Hello? Hi, Leo.
Sad?
I wasn't expecting a human
Boy?
face,
No.
but a cute one. Still ACAB though. A report has been filed and the police are working to resolve the situation.
Civil disobedience at this time of day? What's the world coming to?
It's like pink blood. They are just stragglers. I can't.
Stragglers.
read today. They're just stragglers, ma'am. There was a period of unrest in the area last night. Unlicensed protesting and demonstrating without a permit.
Well, I hope you threw the book at them.
The disturbance was handheld, but individual instances of validity may occur during the next 48 hours as we work to apprehend outside actors.
Thanks for the forecast. So does the bleeding stop on its own?
Androids don't have blood, ma'am. This is just a leakage of oxidizing fluid.
My mistake. So you don't need a bandage, I take it?
The leakage will dry shortly.
With that conversation thoroughly exhausted, I let my mind wander as I wait for the signal to cross. I unfocus my eyes and dull my hearing, sinking beneath the hum of the city street, and fading through the lives bustling around me like so much sea foam. Across the way, a large man with worn hands and an ill-fitting belt turns to a gorilla-like hulk of a machine and cuffs his hands in front of his mouth.
Ep1!
The machine halts its lifting with uncanny precision and turns to him.
We're going on break.
The robot tilts its head to the side.
You can't work the plier without Schwinn up on the roof, so... Schwinn? I don't know. Take a load off, will you?
Understood, came the over-enunciated reply. The man, already walking away, tosses a dismissive wave behind him.
Yeah, understood. Unless that's still... No.
I think the first understood was the android.
Yeah.
Yep. A moment after, the man turns the corner, the robot attempts to mimic the hand wave to no one in particular.
Aww. Goddamn coppers on every street corner.
At a bus stop.
Oh, this might be different people.
Or what used to be a bus stop, now a charging station. A passionate young man voices his democratic opinion loud enough for the whole street to hear.
They declare martial law when I wasn't looking.
The small woman beside him, trying hard to appear even smaller, shifts in her seat.
Well, they're just doing their job, so... Bots don't have jobs, except the ones they stole from us. Notice how they don't patrol nearly so heavy in Uptown, even on the worst days?
His audience, captive by virtue of sharing the same charging poles as him, shuffles, coughs, and stares even harder at their phones. The woman looks at her knees and pulls at her shirt.
Kind of embarrassing me right now.
He makes a vague gesture with his hand to indicate he stepped off his soapbox, and the shoulders of everyone around him relax a centimeter.
Oh, now that's just...
A woman with exhaustion in her eyes sighs at a hologram floating above her chrome-plated palm, while a rounded, smooth-looking android pushes a carriage behind her. That's her, robot nanny.
Was that... The music hitched a little for me. I don't know if it did for you.
Seems fine.
Okay. It might be just Discord weirdness then.
Yeah, probably.
Ellen, walk her around the block. Get her some air, would you? Apparently this call can't wait, and it's louder than a garbage disposal out here. Of course, ma'am. I'll be glad to.
The android punctuates its sentence with a sound halfway between a whir and a purr, which, judging by the coos and giggles coming from the child, seems to have been well received. Robots, holograms, androids, drones, coppers if you prefer. Can't so much as sneeze in this city without a dozen different ads offering you a handkerchief. There's a vocal minority that think they're the downfall of civilization, but for everyone else...
You're too kind, ma'am. Thank you for your concern.
We're just zoning out for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's hard to hate them when they're so eager to please. Okay, so we had a couple words.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Wait, profiles. Hold on, let's look at our profile. Could be new. All right, so she likes trigonometry. All right, I'm giving you the side eye for that one. Rooftops, bonfires, dislikes sunburn baths and karaoke. Exercises by
Is this
swimming.
like her fake file? Because she obviously likes gambling.
Yeah, maybe.
And none of that says it.
Body count? You cannot ask someone that. Wow.
What kind of body count did she think they meant? Actually, well, she probably is purposely leaning into the other one.
Okay. Search terms. Copper. A derogatory word for automated dependents, particularly ones licensed by or operating under the authority of the state. Interested parties in the automated dependent industries have on more than one occasion lobbied for copper and other terms like it. Clanker. Chrome dome. Microchip breath. To be classified as hate speech, arguing that anti-mechanical sentiment constitutes an expression of prejudice. Were it considered a form of hate speech, incidents of destruction of corporate property where such terms were used in prior communications would qualify for additional severity and higher fines paid toward the damaged party. Under all but the most radical interpretations of hate speech law, however, prejudice can only be directed towards sentient living things, people, animals, or corporations. If you feel that a corporation you know has been the victim of a hate crime, you can report it at our confidential portal here. Okay.
I was hoping her hidden talent would be a reference to the twist at the end. Yeah, fair. As a bald, I don't want Chrome Dome to become that. Aw. Fair. Body modifications, aka mods, is a term that may refer to cybernetic prosthetics, artificial implants, neural enhancements, or any combination of the above. While body Yeah, you hear that, mods? That's what you are now. While body modifications have been seen throughout history and across a wide range of cultures, the modern body modification movement is differentiated by a shift from intrinsic factors, expression or identity, to extrinsic motivators, job opportunities, technological benefits, improvements in physical or mental ability. Historically, mods have been classified as based on which section of the user's spinal cord the interfacing occurs at, thoracic, lumbar, or cervical. But this system does not account for mods which interact directly with the human brain. The increased prevalence of so-called above-the-neck modding in recent years has led to several corporations and medical organizations proposing their own new classification systems. but so far, none have gained much traction. Users also frequently search for, can you return mods? Can you undo mod surgery? Best reviewed neural implants 2086.
Okay. Automated dependent, abbreviated as AD and referred to in common conversation as ad or ads. See, I'm just going to think of like advertisements every time. Automated dependent is a catch-all term encompassing robots, intelligent programs, interactive holograms, and androids. Ads are present both digitally and physically in every industry and nation on the planet, assisting in everything from data management to physical labor. In the mid-21st century, lobbyists pushed through new tax classifications to define intelligent machines that were neither salaried employees nor mere equipment. Because it afforded tax breaks and lighter tariffs, the term became so commonly used that it spread to all branches of the robotics industry, from which point it began to penetrate into everyday speech and pop culture. Some sociologists argue that the term owes its popularity not simply to its brevity and prevalence, but to its ability to draw a distinction between the commonplace, robots, androids, smart UIs, etc., and the internationally illegal, artificial intelligences. Searching for this term may incur an account flag. Read more about how we cooperate with authorities, combat disinformation here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we read mods and automated dependent before, but I figure we'll read them again. You know, could be important.
Especially since they gave us it again.
And I'm sure we won't remember all that anyway. So it's probably good to reread when we come across terms. Okay.
Yeah.
Crosswalk's giving me the okay. Keep us safe, yeah?
Have a good day, Morgan citizen.
It's a bright, crisp morning in the city. Lights changing and people moving in click-clacking harmony, all smooth as clockwork. Were I in a worse mood, it would all be a bit much. But I went out last night. Oh.
Was Dedesis? Oh.
So I'm feeling pretty refreshed this morning. As I reach the other end of the street, I pivot lightly and give Automated Dependent Assistant Officer L30 my best impression of a salute.
Beware
Thank you for your service. And of course, he creaks out a mirrored response. No sense of sarcasm, the poor bastards. But I didn't come all this way downtown to poke fun at the only happily employed class in human history. No, I came down here to make an important purchase. Today I'm gonna buy a gun.
Oh.
Oh no.
Another one?
Morgan.
Ma'am.
And
we know how well that went last time.
Yeah.
Retail. LQ?
No staff around, but all the lights are on. Should I have knocked? Oh.
Oh. Oh. What's up? I would not expect her to have casual lingo, so I thought that was Morgan.
I think it's because it's a gun shop. Like, I think it depends on the location. Yeah. They probably give them different personalities.
That would make sense.
Desk personality setting 6. The cool one.
Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I've probably forgotten more about firearms than you're programmed to remember. I bet you can. I recently acquired a license to carry concealed.
Nice. Are you in law enforcement? Do you shoot for sport?
Business or pleasure? Neither.
May I ask why you're looking to carry concealed, ma'am?
Oh, you know. Assault with a deadly weapon, cruel intent, that kind of thing. Some of my clients live in very rough neighborhoods. Even in broad daylight, coming down to the lower wards for house visits can be...
I see. You're a lawyer.
So I guess you'd say I'm in the market for self-defense.
We have a wide selection of options for self-defense in a variety of sizes and calibers, with spread and PA fire options available.
Hi, Dalton.
Hello. My bad PA stands for
my bad
automatic.
I think she's saying my bad. Not my bad PA.
You know, my bad PA. My bad. PA stands for pseudo-automatic.
I know.
But for concealed, the fact it was still in this, I thought we were in her head. But for concealed, it would have to at least be small enough to.
This will go a lot faster if I just tell the desk what I want. Oh no, let's be patient and listen. But walking in here and asking for a very specific model is gun nut behavior. I'm not trying to stand out. Some of the ones I test fired at the range left my shoulder sore for days. Do you have anything more discreet?
Right, no problem. Electromagnetic pulse models feature minimal kickback with the highest accuracy.
I like how she's just telling the robots she's the only serial killer in this century.
I mean, one targeted pulse of electricity can disable attackers at medium to short range, non-lethally and quietly.
Sure, they're plenty quiet. But they also have piss-poor range, and even sustained fire won't do shit to any modder with insulation less than a few years old.
Alright.
Glorified tasers. Barely suitable as party favors for anxiety-stricken college kids. Well, hopefully not too quiet. I'd want someone to come running to my rescue.
Of course. Would you like to take a look at our mag rails?
Bullseye.
We're proud to offer a number of models that utilize the latest in miniaturized ultra-capacity batteries to generate a Lorentz force with which
slings a slug fast enough to mist a limb at over 30 meters. And it's safe?
Of course, ma'am. My bad. Two-factor safeties with GPS and emergency services sync. It won't go off unless you want it to, and someone will definitely come running.
All those convenient safety features make it incredibly easy for the police, or anyone who could dupe their toolset, to lock you out of your own gun with the flip of a switch. You couldn't walk a piece like that down a single uptown street without passing through 9 or 10 no-fire zones. They're the very worst, most useless kind of weapon a criminal could buy. Sounds perfect. How do we get started? So is she gonna frame someone? Is that what she's trying to do?
Maybe.
Or else she's gonna mod it somehow. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why does it feel like every desk I run into has to be such a character?
Well, she knew exactly what she wanted, so she has a plan for something.
She has some kind of a plan. Mercifully, it's tucked itself away while the fabricators get the gun tagged. I've got time to kill, so is there anything worth checking out around the shop? Yeesh. Would it kill you to clean up a little? Guess the desk kindly asking customers not to litter can only get you so far if you're not willing to pay someone to sweep up.
It still said 1!
Oh, it didn't. Did it not carry over our chips?
I don't know. Well, maybe it's 1 because it's a new chapter, so it's just counting.
Maybe
for
it just
these.
picked up 1. I don't know.
Maybe.
Hold on. I'll look in the phone. Wait,
Okay.
is this trash? This flyer, it's scannable?
Oh.
Stagnancy theory. Really? They got a lot of self-proclaimed philosophers in here. A stagnant world, modern man's plateau. Renowned net philosopher Corbin Cawthorne, real name withheld, offers to take you on a deep dive into the global trends and sociological patterns that have driven our planet to the halting point in his groundbreaking and controversial seminar. Moore's Law used to be the benchmark. Now it feels like a pipe dream. We used to dream of humanity marching bravely into space, of artisans crafting virtual wonders that made the confines of our own reality seem limited. Instead, our brightest minds spend all their time and effort kicking the can of climate crisis down the road, while their more unfortunate peers spend their most productive working years in search engine optimization and customer experience design. The middle class, eaten alive by the rich they prop up, can no longer afford the very products they help create. Without mass consumer demand, tech no longer has evolutionary pressures to be as small and powerful as possible. In stagnant waters, only parasites and disease grow aplenty. The only cure comes from you taking action.
Too real.
There's another link at the bottom. Hi, DJam. Probably leading to a collection dish. Or a state honeypot if you want to be paranoid. They better burn this shit before some neat freak idiot picks it up and gets arrested.
Oh.
What's mist? A slang term meaning to shoot or to kill that originates from the bloody spray produced when a modern firearms projectile makes contact with living tissue. Okay.
Okay. That makes sense.
It does. Okay. No, we only have one. What?
What the hell?
Wait, no, we have store credit.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Oh, so yeah. So that's what we have, but
It's
at
fine.
the end of the chapter, that's what I was wondering if it got turned into
that
the
makes
credit to spend.
that makes more sense though, because they probably wouldn't want us to have a whole bunch of chips to use from the last one in the actual gameplay.
Right.
You
Or
know what I
just
mean?
even each, like maybe it's designed to be with less to gamble with each.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
episode.
So you
Yeah.
wouldn't be carrying it into this episode and have a bunch to gamble with.
Tubby? Yeah.
Okay. So which phone case do we want? I mean, I feel like red's her color, right?
Yeah. Red or magenta, definitely her color. There's
Ooh.
also Morgan Time Charm.
Okay, you want to get this one?
Ooh. Yeah. Let's go. That red's
Nice.
more pink than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't
What
know
are
who these
those?
characters are yet, really. We know
Well, I
this
think
one.
the teal one is going to be our
the
like
android.
sidekick. Yeah. Because River was looking up like or showing me some of the fan fiction they saw, and a lot of them are of that android girl or like cosplays people have done. So,
Okay.
because River was asking who I was shipping, because I was making the joke about Emma, right? And Morgan. The like Edgeworth and Phoenix. So like River's like, I'm surprised I haven't seen many people draw artwork of like them together. Emma separately, like, you know, them alone, they've drawn fan art, but not like shipped stuff. I'm like, damn. But a lot of the android apparently. So
Hate
I
these
guess she's
kinds
beloved.
Yeah. Hate these kinds of screens. Gotta look at them with your nose turned up or else they start eye tracking. Next thing you know, they're saying hello on a first name basis. That's creepy.
That reminds me. I was looking at getting like new glasses because I need them soon, but I need to get my updated prescription. And like I was just looking at the options for lenses, and one of them is like this. Oh, it'll block out. Something trying to scan your eyes for identification purposes. And I'm like,
Why is
what's
that a thing?
doing that? Also, wouldn't it still also see your face? Like facial recognition is still going to see your face without your eyes. Like, what do you mean? Like, why would you even like? I guess for paranoid, but I was just the other things that also came with that lens I liked. So I was like, well, but I don't want that part. That's dumb. Like I get wanting to like block some of your face, but if your face is still visible, the eye thing doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I guess unless you're wearing a mask and stuff, but like, I just thought it was very interesting that that's like something people are looking for now on a very popular like glasses website. So
I'm just gonna like not think about what you just said, and I'm just gonna move on with life. I don't need to think about the implications of that.
Everyone comes down with face blindness when everyone gets that one specific 999
How dare you?
issue.
You unlocked a new anxiety, and then you bring up 999. How dare you?
Well, it's more of, I mean, that's all already been like a thing that people have talked about, because like I think there are things on the street that can, not quite to the extent of this game, obviously, but more minorly in other countries and stuff that people have been paranoid about. But I just thought it was very fascinating that they're trying to like preemptively already be on top of that.
Okay.
999 is already anxiety inducing enough. You're not wrong.
But I've got practice with this sort of thing. I can skim the headlines at least. Why the 12/6 work week gives us more free time than ever? 12/6 work week.
That's horrific.
I'm 14 and I tried dating a smart UI. It made me the happiest I've ever been. That's also terrifying. How term limits are anti-democracy.
What?
Woof.
All of this hurts me. 12 hours, 6 days a week. Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah, that didn't even, like, compute.
Or your glasses at the airport because they were freaking out the face scanner.
Transfusion from warm android saves soldier's life. That's one hell of a headline. If the Animate 16 wasn't selling well before, I'm sure by now it's...
that 14-year-old dating AI article is an old one by now. Ugh. Yeah.
Someone left a data pad out here. What's in the news today?
Lobo threatens Tetra with ransomware vulgarity. The internationally wanted terrorist and serial data thief, most commonly known as Lobo, has seized a cache of vital keystone data files belonging to the Tetra Metallics Group, according to a press release from the mining conglomerate. In a blitz of cross posts on 90 different socials, translated into all 11 dominant languages, the supposed hacktivist, radical conservationalist, conservationist, and gentleman thief made clear their intent to ransom said files back to their lawful owners at severe cost. That felt weird. Though the posts were quickly flagged and quarantined thanks to user reports, Lobo's latest manifesto, which we have declined to publish here on grounds of journalistic integrity and due to the strong language contained within, has remained in circulation thanks to the loose network of rogue data harbors. In addition to a sizable monetary ransom, Lobo put out a list of demands that spanned pages. Most prominent among them was a call for de-escalation of all conflicts surrounding rare earth metal deposits around the equator. Sources at Tetra refused to confirm or deny reports that Lobo's captured data impacted only their billing services, but insisted that the corporation could not in good faith resume distribution until the ransom situation was resolved. Market prices for rare earth metals surged following the hacking attack as supply halted and demand rose, stoked by memories of catastrophic supply chain disruption in the mid-21st century. A spokesperson for Mining is Progress, a lobbying group that represents the rare earth metal industry, called Lobo's repeated attacks acts of terror against the free market. Whoa there, looks like you're not logged in. You want to take care of that real quick?
Lobo again, or someone using their name. Suppose it doesn't matter if they're the original or not, so long as they're a genuine threat. And no one could snare a corporation as rich as Tetra without serious skills. It does seem consistent with Lobo's politics, making demands for... Hold on, I wanted to look at... I was
focusing so much on reading well that I was...
Our little keychain.
I love the physics. Also, what were the other things that was like the Android and stuff? Were those keychains or something else? Because they were way more expensive.
I thought they were keychains, but I'm not sure. Okay, the Animate 16 is the latest Android produced by Noble Electronics, and we think it's the greatest machine the world has ever seen. Boasting a battery life of over 154 hours with patented soft touch digitation, remarkable tenderness and sensitivity, and the uncanny charm you've come to expect from us. That's so creepy. We're sure that your Animate 16 will be the best purchase you'll want this year, and you'll never want to go back out in the cold. Not interested in sponsored search results? See further with a premium account. We tried to process your request, but Lobo beat our ass till we ragdolled.
The big bad wolf was here. You are welcome for clearing out this cache of soy slop before it could clog your brain's arteries any further. To whatever dumb as dishwater script Kitty they yelled at to come fix this. A word of advice from your superior. I own that password suggestion algorithm. Want to resecure? Try this. Relax your shoulders. Stand up from your desk and take a deep breath, and then firebomb your own servers. Literally cheaper for you at this point. For the rest of you slack-jawed green lobotomies looking for a little excitement in their search history, find a pig and rip their throat out. That'll teach you how to run with the wolf. Lobo's king.
Okay.
Okay, edgelord. But also, you know, fight the system. That's fine. Just don't be extra edgy.
Yeah. So they want rents.
Oh my god. That wouldn't surprise me. What Crab said, it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh. Yeah. I could see that being...
It doesn't seem like Morgan knows, though.
Yeah, ransom money. Money, money, money. Lobo's always burning it, I guess. Hacking takes effort and God-given talent, but you don't need much in the way of hardware to get started. So I guess it's probably not about money after all. Oh. Whoops.
Oh. Well.
I guess I shouldn't have skimmed.
I mean, I didn't know.
Oh, nope.
What
Should
was
have
the
went
other
further.
one? Oh.
My beat.
No, you're fine. Hi, Great Destroyer. We just talked to crossing attendant.
Yeah. Okay,
'Cause, yeah,
so these are charms. I don't...
Yeah, they say charm, and then these just are names.
Are these outfits for them?
Oh, I was actually, are these emotes? Like your emote set if you're texting or something?
I will try. Oh, no, it's a charm.
Oh my god, you picked... Oh, it is a charm. Oh, okay. Why doesn't it say charm?
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't say charm. I mean, that one, there's not enough space. But yeah, I guess... Okay. Well, that was expensive.
Well, we have a girlfriend now.
It's fine. That's not weird at all that we put
What
her
it-
on our
what's-
phone. It does seem like something Morgan would do. What?
Yeah. Oh, to absolutely upset Emma, too.
Yeah. What?
What's at the bottom that's like you can't buy?
Oh, this is a reward for playing the demo in 2024, and then this is for clearing the episode on High Roller, which it talked about at the beginning.
Right,
So
okay.
these are just extra ones.
I just was curious what that said.
We'll never get this one. Sad.
Yeah. Then don't show us it.
Why would you do this? Okay.
I
There's
wonder
some
why
kind of
those are
news
so much more
program playing
expensive.
on the screen. Most public places are too scared to put away or to put on any channel with content more political than the smiling micro apartment flippers.
Amazing. Amazing.
But this is a gun store after all. Power is always political.
I would watch that.
Wait, how long has it been? Shouldn't take them that long to get my gun properly bugged.
I'm sorry. We've received a breaking news story.
Oh shit.
We're seeking confirmation and yes, we have it confirmed.
Well, good.
Lead programmer at Noble Electronics and famed designer of the Turing solution, Dr. David Asher, has passed. Is that the one that they hadn't heard from in forever?
Oh, maybe.
Asher sounds familiar.
What?
Oh. Proprietary Vantage automated dependent management system, along with the animate series of androids.
Must be some kind of corporate propaganda tactic. Or... No, they wouldn't risk... Fake news? But why?
Perhaps best known for his breakthroughs in the field of machine learning and language.
Misinformation, maybe? Trying to...
Authored many of the developments that allowed for Noble's rapid growth and market dominance. David Asher is dead?
But did you know him?
Including the popular Desk series of smart UIs. Oh,
Guess you
well,
did.
that's
That's
awkward.
your daddy.
Her dad.
R.I.P.
That's very sad.
I didn't ask.
Damn. Morgan don't give a fuck.
I love
Sorry.
getting to be asshole Morgan.
Yeah. You could just do that apathetic.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck. Sorry, I just...
Commands only.
Morgan doesn't want to deal with emotions right now.
No, Morgan is not
Understood.
here for your robot emotions.
Will you be paying with cash or credit?
Debit.
Damn. 9:41 a.m.
July 1st, I think is what it said.
Yeah, July 1st, 2086 on the delay of the stream.
The gun was lighter than I expected. A real gun should always be heavy, greater than the sum of its parts. That's one of the things I like about them. Their weight. Like they're anchoring the world around them. Like they're a fixed point in time. Like everything else is just relative to them. Either closer or further to the end. I would have liked something heavier during that walk back to my apartment. I would have liked to have something to feel far away from Morgan's apartment.
Morgan's apartment. Holy shit. Cute AI's dad just died and Morgan hit her with the who asked. Why taunt us with DLC that no longer exists? Yeah.
Didn't realize I was home until my hand was on the door.
Wow, we are on top of the train.
Yep. What is this? What am I doing? What am I doing? Fumbling in my pocket for my lighter. Golden, polished, tastefully ergonomic and fine and expensive. And a good lighter. It was a good gift. I kept the card, didn't I? Here it is.
To the only smoker in my life. I know gold's a bit much for your personal style. But they don't make a lot of these anymore. Believe it or not, the only other people who share your vice are stuffy old men with bad, expensive taste. Hope you can manage to get some use out of it anyway. Your friend.
David.
Damn. I was wondering, because she seemed surprised, like, I don't know, it
She
seemed to affect her
reacted.
more. Yeah.
Crazy theory, Morgan is a super advanced android. I don't think that's a crazy theory at all. To be honest.
Yeah, not for this game. Not at all.
And she
I
knew
do
him.
love our sick loft with the windows, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't love that it was shaking as the train went.
No, I would hate living by the train like that, but I do love
Yeah.
the spiral staircase I can see. Well, kind of spiral. I guess it's just like curving. But then like there's just the windows between the bedroom and the like living room, but that's kind of cool.
The news might have more information by now. Or not. Looks like the net's full of copy-pasted statements from Noble. Auto-edited montages, ill-fitting quotes. Reactions to the news from every micro-celebrity under the sun. Their raw, authentic emotion brought to you live from all the car seats and bathroom mirrors of the world. There's nothing about his death, not even a time window. Did he die this morning? Was he found dead in his bed? Has he been dead for days while Noble's just been waiting for the right time to let it leak? Or did he die last night while I was out screwing around? A phone call. Better not be work-related. I'm not in the right mood.
Hey, thanks for picking up so fast.
She's Jessica Starling. Who asked me to call her? Hi, Jess.
Listen, I need to...
I've already seen the news.
What? Of course you have, duh. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. With the company and their people and all the... What I mean is, if it were up to me, you would have been the first call I made.
For a decision like that to be up to David's assistant, about 1,000 other Noble employees above her on the ladder would have to get axed, but... It's alright, Jess. No one ever really knows what to do with these kinds of things.
Bill, I'm sorry you had to hear it from a stream Chiron. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Chiron, yeah.
Okay.
What difference does it make how the information gets to me? I could have stumbled upon his corpse myself and I would feel mostly the same. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to call anyway.
Yeah.
If I want more information, she's the best source I'm gonna get, maybe for weeks. What to ask at a time like this? I'm supposed to express denial first, but she's probably short on time. And I don't feel like following the playbook to the letter right now. I mean, Crab, your theory could be correct, because she could be... We could assume that her, like, she's trying to mimic emotions because she's, you know, a serial killer.
An android.
When actually, she's
an
android.
Yeah. It would make sense. We're not going to know for however many episodes this is going to end up being,
who knows? But... Can you tell me what happened?
The police, they think that he took something.
Suicide? And the police are already involved?
They say it was some kind of poison, or...
God. Noble's got a lot of weight to bludgeon the state with, especially in this city. I would think they'd keep the police at arm's length for at least a few days.
Listen, Morgan, I need to ask something of you.
Of course, Jess. Whatever you need. Whatever you need. A bit much, but she's grieving. This is just how people talk. And it's not like my day was really salvageable anyway.
I'd like to bring you up here, to David's place.
What do you mean?
There's something I have to give you.
You're not handling his will already, are you? If the police are involved, it'll be a while before...
No, I'm sorry. It's not like that. Before he... Oh.
No, please, don't hold back on my account.
David asked me to get this into your hands. It wasn't work related. But he asked me. I know I'm asking a lot here, but...
So did he know he was gonna die? I mean, they're saying suicide.
Or this is planned.
Yeah, I'm assuming...
I'm wondering if he's the green question marks.
Maybe.
Because I think what they're going to get into our hands is the android.
Yeah.
And he had, like, already talked to her of, hey, I have a good friend that you need to go to.
But I'm wondering, like, did he take his own life, or did he know that somebody was out to kill him?
Yeah. I think he knew something.
Yeah. Unless he faked his own death.
Yeah. Since it's turned out to be the last thing he ever asked me to do, I'd like to get it done.
I don't like showing up at crime scenes more often or more quickly than strictly necessary. And that's when I only have to worry about the police. With Noble looming all over this, security will be doubled and scrutiny tripled. This is too risky. There's no logical reason to agree to her request. Swing by my place with a cab, yeah? Besides my own morbid curiosity.
Right, of course. Thanks, Morgan. Thank you. Wait, I almost forgot.
What is it?
You don't happen to have anything you could wear in black, do you? I mean, everything you own is black and white.
Why does that
10, 11
matter?
a.m.
In transit.
I guess for morning?
The autocab hums a synthesized purr as our on-ramp merges onto a canopy superhighway, steadily and suddenly all at once. Not much super about it, but it does cast one hell of a shadow. Thank you! Eco brought me a drink. The canopies always felt very arts and crafts to me. Cobbled together, always added onto, never finished, never planned. It's clearly taken a lot of time and effort to make. But the end result's still ugly, and it feels like it could fall apart at any moment.
You okay, Morgan? You look a little car sick.
Well, I was trying to read that while it was moving.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. But if I ignore her text now, she'll just send me more later. Currently texting with Witch. Hey, Freckles.
That's not the same as Brett.
No.
Hey, Freckles. Saw your friend Asher on the news. Rip. Wow.
Thank you. For trying to be sincere.
Worth a shot.
We all have our strengths.
God damn, you are one passive-aggressive little girl. Why is all your filial?
Sure. Got it.
Why does all your filial piety go out the window whenever you talk to me?
Filial piety doesn't work on you. You love yourself too much to appreciate respect.
True, true. Went the train. True, true. Okay, got it. See, Freckles, you could be very insightful. When you aren't too busy side-eyeing the whole world.
Wonder where I picked that up from.
Not from me. I'm pretty sure you were bored muttering insults under your breath.
What if that's just my mom?
You came out the womb like that. The nurses tried to make you cry and you responded by giving them self-esteem issues.
It could be my mom at this point. Did you ever have dealings with Noble?
10 out of 10 shift in the convo. Subtle as a car crash.
Filial means family, so it might be. I mean, she's calling her witch, so...
I mean...
Subtlety doesn't work on you either.
Well, it might. If you were good at it. XD.
This is me asking you for advice.
Okay. I guess this never sunk in. 'Cause you spent most of your apprenticeship asleep. But like clients were all celebs. The rich and famous. I didn't have that many dealings with the Megs that owned their likenesses.
Is it really that different?
Plenty. Celebs don't like people seeing their dirty side. So they pay smart people like me to clean up their messes. But Megs don't like people seeing them at all, period. And also, Megs are a lot more lively when it comes to, I'm gonna guess, fucking.
Gross.
Hard workers with a lot of stress to vent.
Stop. Do you have any actual help to offer? This is gonna just end with her being like, thanks, Mom.
Yeah. Truth be told, I did have this one run-in where I got ass deep, I don't know, into
Balls?
corporate intrigue. Balls deep, it's probably
Cat immediately goes, yeah, ass deep. That's probably it.
I
ass
could not
deep.
think. Ass deep. My bad.
Ass deep. Got ass deep in there.
Where I got balls deep into corporate intrigue.
Why?
How you go, by the way? Because I got caught. That's a lot of redacted. Up the redacted of Anna
That
Life's
could be
45
asses.
poster girl. That could be a lot of asses, chat.
God damn it.
You get that ass all the way in there. Hard worker. A lot of stress to vent. A lot of stress to vent.
We might have our lotto. We do. Glad to know I can always reach out to you in my time of need.
I'm gonna let that slide because I know you're in mourning. Look. Corporate types are all a bunch of paranoid drug addicts. puffing glue, and playing roulette on their phones. While fantasizing about stabbing everyone else in the meeting to death.
Just like Morgan.
Yup. So don't expect them to play nice just because Asher was your pal. My actual advice is...
Go ass deep.
Get whatever you're owed. Get ass deep. Then get out of there as fast as... Fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Hell yeah.
No, I just like thinking that every bleeped word is ass now.
Ass boy.
Get out of there fast as ass, boy. That's a beautiful thought, auntie.
Oh.
Okay.
It's our aunt.
So maybe this is the mom of Brat.
Maybe. Yeah, and that's our cousin or something. That would make sense. Especially with how unserious Brat is. I mean it. Corporations prefer Viking funerals. Burn it.
What's a Viking funeral?
Burn it. Burning a boat. A dignified ceremony where the body's sent out to sea on a boat. And then you shoot an arrow and burn it. Then they set everything on fire and sink the ashes to the bottom of the ocean. I knew that. Try not to linger, Freckles. You don't want to be stuck on board when they start knocking their arrows.
Thanks.
I mean, I wonder if she's like a pseudo mom if we are an android, so we're like adopted.
Maybe. But what the hell was that about me sleeping on the job? I worked harder in one day than any of you Gen Alpha drunks did all week.
Should have worked smarter, lol. And if you want to go there, you did literally fall asleep on the job. At the Christmas party. Xmas. Amazing. Also, Auntie can get it?
What is
Hello?
that? What is that? Why do you have that? Why do you have that? It's not even accurate.
Flustered. I have Auntie's hot. Yeah, yo, Auntie's hot. Hello? Work parties are still work, Freckles.
I only had my eyes closed. Because all you old farts had your cameras flash on.
I am looking respectfully. Morgan,
Lie.
something wrong? You're sweating.
Just deleting some spam. We've got a couple more minutes of crawling through the canopy's guts before we reach David's part of the city. Uptown, our better half. Gleaming opera houses and towering corporate apartments. Boutique shops with more cameras than customers. Penthouses stacked upon penthouses in a frantic climb to the top of the rat pile. All ringed in by restaurants with long wait times and small serving sizes. The joke is that uptown folks go most of the year without touching street level. Not much of a punchline there, it's basically true. By now, his whole block must be swarmed with cops, themselves surrounded by media and all encircled by onlookers. I could try and enjoy these last few moments of calm, but if the storm's coming either way, I'd rather use this time to try and find my footing. Actually, Jess, if you got a second, I was curious about... Oh. The headline.
I guess we could have missed it.
Yeah, if we didn't look around in the store. Probably. I saw that headline, by the way. The one where your warm android saved that soldier's life.
Yeah, pretty feel good, don't you think?
So folks at the company must have been in high spirits lately, I take it.
That's what I thought when I first heard about it, but... I don't know. Maybe upper management's never happy? Too true. Because they're still just writing sales harder than ever, pushing the traditional consumer markets. I thought they'd start building a pitch for Congress the day the story dropped. A big patriotic campaign telling everyone why we need a contract for warm androids in the military. But I haven't heard anything about them moving staff around or anything like that. I said anything twice. Maybe it's all above my pay grade.
All the corporate power and money in the world. And they're still such joyless assholes that they won't even celebrate their victories.
Yeah.
All right, you and David. Remind me, how many years did you and David work together?
Oh. Well, I started with the company about 4 years ago. They offered me a temp contract when I was graduating. I was put in HR right in the middle of a hiring burst, so I spent 2 months in the Warrens. Then an aptitude test got me fast-tracked to mid-low management.
Sorry, Warrens?
Oh, that's just what we call the company dorms back then, on account of all the... well, all the people.
Ah.
So it was underground.
Ah.
Didn't see the sun for the first month. My skin got so dry.
Is that normal in your industry?
Normal for everyone I've ever worked with. Except David, of course. But I mean, he was the best.
Company dorms is nightmarish? Yes, it is. What a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One Tuesday morning, Dr. David Asher walked right up to my desk, like I'd won the lotto. Said I should come work for him, Dr. David Asher, directly. On a random Tuesday morning, like it was nothing.
He didn't like to do things on Mondays. Said people were always too tired to get anything done anyway.
Yeah, that's right. He did say that. I should know by now, right? 3 years of arranging meetings and keeping him organized and occasionally straightening his tie. He was a good boss.
He was a good guy.
Yeah.
When did you last speak with him?
In person? Thursday. Thursday afternoon.
The day before yesterday.
He seemed normal. I mean, I didn't...
We still don't really know anything, Jess.
You're right. Thanks. Thursday's the last time I saw him. That was when he asked me to meet with you.
David's death. I'm guessing you've already been to his place.
Yeah, it's a real mess over there.
It's that bloody?
Oh, God, no! Not that kind of mess. I just mean with the cops stacked on the media, stacked on the lawyers. Each of them with their own network of drones and all their droning. It's very, It's a very high productivity atmosphere, is what I mean.
When were you able to get over there?
Well, I got a call from legal late last night. They weren't exactly delicate in breaking the news to me.
Last night?
They said they needed to help. They said they needed my help sorting through all this. Well, you know how he left things organized sometimes.
He's been dead since last night and they've kept it under wraps that long? I know there are a lot of powerful people in his circles, but to stop it from leaking for over 12 hours? That seems like more than your typical powerful people trying to control the narrative. Seems more like there's something they're actively trying to suppress. Because he was murdered!
Yeah.
So you found out last night?
Right, last night. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. I should have told you as soon as I found out.
Really? It's alright. Did you see anything?
No, I still haven't actually seen him at all. He was airlifted to the hospital ASAP, and that's where he passed, so... But, well, I didn't get the impression that the cops had been there all that long. Not compared to the lawyers. they and the rest of the company people seem pretty entrenched.
Noble set up camp before the police even arrived. So what time would that have been?
I guess I got there around 9 p.m. Yeah, because at 9:15 they switched my phone to silo mode and I got locked out of everything but my work stuff. Sent my last blah
Blah?
Sent my last blah at 9:13. See? Gonna expire whoever put me in heels this morning. It me.
They can do that to your phone? Lock you out of social media?
Of course not. Well, unless I'm on the clock or off the clock, but on company property. Then they can remote all my tech, yeah.
How convenient.
So if I got in at 9 p.m., I'd guess the rest of the company people had been there since 8:30 p.m. I hadn't been there more than a few minutes before the mood changed. Word about the hospital declaring him dead had started to leak.
I see. He died after he reached the hospital? That's unexpected. It's 2086. You might be in trouble if you get stuck in bureaucratic purgatory when you need to be in the emergency room. But other than that, if you reach the hospital alive, a good doctor can stabilize most any patient within a few moments. And Noble Electronics' lead programmer would have had a very good doctor. So what in the hell happened? Is she mistaken? Was he just not officially declared dead until reaching the hospital for some reason? Or...
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Or hard to believe. The request. Jess, I have to wonder, what kind of request did David make of you that it couldn't wait a few days?
Right, of course. He asked me to give you something.
Something? Is she trying to build suspense?
Right, it's just, well... I don't know exactly what it is.
You have no idea?
He asked me to give you the contents in his safe, of his safe.
Are we headed to the bank then?
No, see, he has this private safe in his basement. Maybe you've seen it?
It's just a corpse in
Is
there.
it body shaped? Yeah.
A private safe in his basement. That's never a good sign.
Yeah. Well, I say safe, but it might be more accurate to call it a storage locker or a false wall.
And all he told you was that he wanted me to have what's inside?
Right. He was very clear about that part. Your eyes only, straight into your hands.
I hope it's not his nudes.
Handle it in person, he said.
Still hope it's not his nudes. Yeah, imagine we open it up and it's just full of his nudes. I wanted you to have this.
Artistic nudes.
This is all pretty analog for someone as technically gifted as David. Coming from anyone else, I'd call it paranoid, but David was never paranoid. Even when he had every right to be. If he wanted this handled a certain way, it must be for good reason. So, David asked you to do this on Thursday, correct?
Yeah. Okay.
And he passed last night? Friday?
Yeah.
That's suspicious as fuck.
I know he knows. Wait, you don't think that when we met, he had already decided?
It's not healthy to speculate on that sort of thing. More importantly, it's not helpful. The dead don't have anything to offer the living. I should know.
You're probably right. Besides, we'll need to focus. Judging by the size of the crowd I'm looking at, it looks like we're about to jump into the thick of it. Oh,
sorry if you can hear me slurping my drink.
That's
I have
okay.
a slushie.
The next time we can pause.
You want to pause right here?
10:34 a.m. Oh, can we?
Yeah, do you want to go feed Baron?
Yeah, I'm going to go feed Baron and run to the bathroom. So.
All right. You ready?
Thank you for the welcome packs. Yes, I am ready.
Okay.
Also, I realize it's a roulette. Noble employee housing. Building. Playdia?
Lobby.
Lobby. The upper left loading screen is like a roulette of a...
Oh, okay.
Or the chamber of a revolver.
Makes sense.
Could not remember the word chamber. And I thought there were a lot of police here before. Maybe too late to ask, but you're not bad with crowds, are you, Morgan?
She's kidding, right? It's downtown airy in here compared to what we just waded through. Wide eyes and clenched fists, heads peeking over shoulders and around signs. Police, both mechanical and warm-blooded, closing ranks with holograms and quick-set wires to draw a severe perimeter. While protesters, mourners, fanatics, and busybodies shuffle about at the edges of the police line, the heat of their panicked anxiety washing over. Who the hell were all those people?
Well, they've always been people with strong feelings about our products.
Androids step forward into the mob, gently, firmly, unfeelingly parting the human tide. Most of them with official police branding, but a few remotely deputized consumer models emerge from the crowd to join them. All of them built by Noble. All of them built from David's code. All of them standing vigil outside his tomb. This is all technically company property, isn't it?
Yep. House all to himself, but every other floor's tenants are Noble employees too.
Not an uncommon arrangement in Uptown. Work at Noble, rent from Noble, wave hello to your Noble neighbor in the morning, and make sure to request a spot in line at the official company crematorium. They don't actually do the last part, I think. Does Noble handle employee funerary arrangements?
It's a pretty standard benefit, actually. It's cheap for them compared to dental. But Noble's always been generous with benefits. Work hard and the company will have you set for life.
And after... Both the state and Noble have gotten themselves entrenched here in the lobby. Security and damage control and PR and liability. Everybody just glad to be working. I'm feeling a little overstimulated. Any chance we can just skip all these checkpoints?
For Discord, I did laugh.
Oh yeah, Discord doesn't like
There we go.
some of the higher pitched sounds.
No, absolutely not.
So who do we need permission from? The cops or the company?
My request went through, so we should have the go-ahead from both at this point. We won't need to go near the actual, is it still called a crime scene if it's not technically a crime?
I don't want to think about how many suits Noble's paying to debate that question right this very instant. David's vault is in the penthouse's basement, but we can't get to it from these ground floor elevators. We'll have to ride straight up to the rooftop veranda, walk in his front door, and then head down. If Jess says we can do all that without stumbling across where he died, then...
Hey. So, if we just flash my ID card at any problem that comes up...
Including him?
Oh my god, it's London!
There he
Hey,
is.
ladies. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we're at capacity at the moment. Let anyone else by and we won't be able to maintain. Huh? You're that lawyer, Morgan.
You caught me, detective. How long's it been?
Feels like it's been ages.
Oh dear, not still bitter about our last encounter, I hope.
I'll live.
I don't see the spunky one around. She taking a mental health day to preserve that unflappable charm?
Detective Rise is around. Why? You miss her that bad?
I've had blind pimples that were more endearing.
You two know each other?
Jess Starling, meet homicide detective...
Kasim London?
Would it be... Sorry, how did you say that?
Kasim.
Kasim London, okay.
I'm not sure, but that's how I would. I don't know.
It's a pleasure, miss.
Oh, likewise?
As you might have guessed, the detective and I are acquainted. It comes with the line of work.
Morgan's being modest, sweetheart. We're practically blood.
Oh, wow. Me, sweetheart?
She
Something
needs the
wrong?
fucking inhaler.
Something wrong, Starling?
No, nothing wrong.
But close as we are, I still can't just let her walk in off the street and onto the crime scene, or the scene of an ongoing investigation. Even Noble's lawyers have to play by the rules today.
Play by the rules, so there is a game afoot. What makes you assume I'm here in a professional capacity?
You're a criminal defense attorney, and we're at a crime scene. Call it an old man's intuition.
Good detectives don't rely on intuition, though, do they? They rely on evidence.
Oh, I don't rely on it. Don't worry. I just need to lean on it every now and then, when my back acts up.
Oh, cool.
Guy gets a bit of gray in his hair and thinks it's a free pass to act like a goddamn cowboy. Well, I'm afraid your intuition is off this morning, detective. I'm here on a private matter.
The decreased?
The decrease?
The deceased wasn't your client?
No, that would have been a conflict of interest.
Conflict of you two knew each other? I see.
It's probably a conflict of interest to represent a client when you killed the victim. In the case.
But you can't let them know that move. In that case, allow me to give you my condolences.
Thank you.
Oh,
But what I could really use is a bit of your help.
you sure rally fast.
Jess,
Right. We have this clearance here, Detective Sir, from legal, which allows us...
That's all right, little lady. I trust you. You can leave the paperwork holstered for now.
Little lady?
we aren't here for David, really. We won't be setting foot anywhere near your staging area, detective.
All right, why not?
How generous.
I can afford to be generous today, because if I screw up,
He gestures to the lobby full of suits and cops.
plenty of folks at hand ready to pick up the slack.
Well, if you're that at ease, perhaps I can take this time to ask you a few questions.
Hey, you can always ask, Tiger. But I think you understand what I mean when I say whether or not I can answer is not entirely up to me. Okay.
The investigation. I've been checking my phone, but the only thing that the news seems to agree on is that David passed away.
Sorry, but if you're asking for details,
No, thank you. Oh, no, thank you for not letting them make this into a parade. Yet.
we do our best to respect the privacy of anyone involved with an ongoing investigation.
He declined to say victim. Detective Dr. Asher was a close friend of mine for many years.
Yeah. He trusted Morgan more than anyone.
Can you tell me if he killed himself?
It looks like that's the case.
That's a very selective choice of words.
I see. Thank you for telling me that.
Discord, I swear to God, I'm gonna fight you. Because I can see when I light up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. Sorry.
Another round of guarded words. David was an important man, and it has only been a few hours. But all this tiptoeing gives me the feeling that whatever happened to David, it wasn't cut and dry. Cooperating? You boys and Noble all getting along with each other, sharing your toys?
Some of the younger ones are bristling. But I always play well with others, counselor.
And how well do the...
Oh,
What?
that's not him.
Oh. And how well do the Megs play with you? They give you full access to building security?
They've given us access, and they say it's full. Some big penumbra system, top of the line coverage, top to bottom of the building. The size of the data streams torrential. It'll be a while before we can start making sense of it all.
A more conspiratorial man might think that was intentional.
Bury us in data and hope we're too swamped to find whatever they're trying to hide. Maybe.
Wait, they gave you full access to the penumbra? But that means every android in the building is feeding you their full spectrum.
You know your stuff. The penumbra pulls data from any androids connected to the building's net, and that's not much help
Since there weren't any androids in the penthouse.
Right.
Oh, she's thinking about the one that he's gonna give to us, probably.
Yeah. Totally not any androids there. You know, I've heard the rumors. Never put much stock in them, but it's true. Asher really never owned a single android.
Never.
Well, I suppose I might do the same, if I was the genius who programmed them all. Every time they open their mouths, it'd just be...
His own lip service refracted 1,000 times over, echoing back at him from behind a mask he carved.
Means to investigate with are the penthouse's security cameras.
Yeah, but that should be more than enough to wrap up a case like this. In a good way, I mean. We're very much on top of this, ladies.
You look tired. You're looking a bit haggard. How long have you been here, anyway?
Since this morning. But civilized folks don't call it morning when the streetlights are still on.
Even if you got here around 1 or 2 in the morning, that still means homicide wasn't brought in until hours after Noble had the lay of the land. Sounds like you could use a break.
I could use a retirement package. Hey, you're a lawyer, right?
According to all my business cards.
Think I can sue for elder abuse?
Not that kind of lawyer, sorry. You would lose, though.
I already regret asking.
Why have they got a homicide detective losing sleep over this anyway?
A man is dead, and he wasn't killed by fire, a vehicle, organized criminals, or disinformation.
As far as we know.
So at the moment, homicide's technically not the worst fit. But we're leading in name only. A high-profile death like this, everyone's got an eye on us. And a hand placed firmly on the back of our neck.
David was one of the biggest names in tech. He was the face of Noble Electronics.
Uh-huh.
One could argue androids are only as common as they are today because of his contributions to the field.
Some people felt that way, sure.
So do you think anyone would want to hurt him because of that?
Remind me, which one of us is the detective again?
You really won't let me pick your brain?
You already know the answer. Yes, ads are controversial, androids especially.
We at Noble are aware that our products are sometimes the subject of heated debate, but...
No need to quote the handbook at us, miss. Truth be told, I've never really understood the hate.
It's not that complicated, is it? How many people have lost a job to an ad at least once in their career?
Every last one of them lost their jobs because their bosses, their flesh and blood bosses, fired them. Nah, ads are just a symptom. Scratch that. Ads are just a product. Getting mad at them is pointless. And vandalizing them is less than pointless, because unlike us, they're all insured.
And besides, android production has surged over the last decade to become one of the nation's biggest exports.
True. Nice to have at least one thing we make in this country.
That's right. Noble only outsources the production of a small handful of internal components. Every other part of the manufacturing process is proudly done right here at home.
I somehow doubt everyone considers the specifics of Noble's supply chain to be a point of national pride. But you don't need a political science degree to see how much the state values Noble's contributions to the national economy.
All right. Now listen, I don't mind being helpful, and I am trying to be sensitive here. But we really do have a lot on our hands at the moment. So I'm going to have to ask you to be discreet, and ideally, fast.
Our business is just in the basement, David's basement.
But the penthouse is on the top floor, the roof. So its basement would be...
Second to last floor, if you want to be technical, detective. The point is...
We don't need to go into the kitchen or the parlor. We'll go straight back to his workshop and then head downstairs.
The kitchen and the parlor.
I understand. But all the same, I'd like to escort you two ladies there myself.
Wow, an escort, like royalty. Isn't he a gentleman?
Fucking Discord, I'm gonna lose it. Huh? Yes, he's...
Lead the way, detective.
I said I was going to lose it because I HUD'd like 3 times before it finally caught me.
Oh my god. True to his word, London ushered us past the chattering suits and humming drones, through the checkpoints and into the elevator. As it climbed into the sky, we got a good look at the growing throng of people gathered outside. And its shifting makeup. Seems like it's mostly protesters now, or worse, brand loyalists. Idiots led around by the nose their whole life, following the musk of whatever trend is laid out before them each morning.
You can keep reading if it's yours. I'll be 2 seconds.
Okay. Today's trail having led them here for half reasons they couldn't put into words, even if their lives depended on it. They're like insects.
Oh.
Line number.
I come back to that.
This is like a script.
Yeah. Interior? Elevator day.
Yeah, this is
They're
like a
like
script
insects
line, and I'm curious why they're showing that. What does that
Sorry, Baron jumped in
implying?
the Papasani. He's really cute. So I had to
Okay.
pet him. But also he looks like he's almost like he heard something outside because he keeps staring out the window. But I'm also sending you the picture. Anyway.
I really wonder why they...
Oh, I forgot to show River your sick injury. Sick wound, I guess, is more. Yeah.
And they look like them from up here. They're probably already preparing their spin. The misunderstood genius of Dr. David Asher, a video essay in 5 parts. Why the company insisted on cultivating such a following for him, I've never understood. They could have easily pinned his achievements on someone more marketable. Some random, photogenic employee or a fashion model with glasses. David wouldn't have minded. He never wanted the attention, the chaos. Maybe it's as simple as bad luck. He just happened to have the right look for the part. A man buried in his work with his eyes fixed ahead.
10:32 a.m.
Okay. Oh, that is a cute picture of Baron.
Makes him look really small.
It does. He looks comfy.
I haven't moved the blanket, so he's just like, extra floof.
Extra floof. Penthouse.
This is what? His laboratory?
His laboratory.
My laboratory!
His shop, he called it.
How down to earth.
It's messy in here. David was always disorganized. Why a programmer needed to make such a mess just to run tests on computers, I'll never. But sloppy as he could be, he didn't like it when other people saw it. If he was leaving things like this, he must not have entertained any guests down here in some time. Thanks for all your help, Detective London.
Don't mention it.
She's like, okay, go away.
Yeah, because I mean, even Jess is gonna be like, only her eyes were supposed to see it. So
Right.
what? You want me to step out? He's just like standing there, like, what's up?
Yeah, we won't take long.
Not lacking for boldness, are you? Look, I have to take a phone call.
Well, not well. We'll be in and out as soon as possible, promise. And whatever Dr. Ash wanted.
Wanted set aside for his foundation. We'll be sure to flag it.
Right.
I'm really surprised he's letting them just come in here because they could literally just steal whatever.
Well, she's the secretary.
Still.
So I guess she has higher ability to go to not the scene of the crime. Because
I guess, but you'd still think like the way the company is acting that they would want all his shit locked down.
At least she's already wearing gloves.
If we find a dead body, you'll be our first call.
Morgan, what was that stuff about his foundation? Dr. Ash's charity has always been managed by an outside group.
You haven't spent a lot of time around crime scenes, have you?
Actually, this is my first.
Well, generally speaking, it's not really common to retrieve things from the premises while the cops are still searching them.
Oh. Oh!
Look, if David had something to give me, we can go get it. We just can't make a ton of noise about it, understand?
Of course.
Great. After you.
Right. Quiet as a church house.
That's not...
I scanned that and thought it was horse, so I was more confused.
a church horse. Does the gospel of nay.
The phrase is quiet as a church mouse, but... You're thinking about a horse with a Pope hat now? You're welcome.
Hey, I'm okay.
Generally speaking, that's obstruction of justice. We've done worse crimes.
It's true.
But now doesn't seem like the time to correct her. David's shop was a mess, but the mess felt familiar. It was very David. Coming down here, I barely recognized the place. For starters, there's a goddamn gym. David hated exercise, always claimed he didn't have the time for it. Even when I got him that treadmill and the subscription for the personal coaching program with the scheduling subroutine. Said he couldn't find the time. And then even when I explained to him that the program accounted for that and adapted to his schedule, he still...
Morgan, what's up? You're smiling. What's so funny?
Nothing.
I did it.
Just surprised to see the place renovated.
Yeah, he actually had me on mail tag with a couple of contractors a while back. Never thought I'd have to learn so much about concrete and wiring and marble. Did you know marble needs to be treated or else indoor air will start to corrode it?
I actually did know that.
I didn't know that. Is that true?
It's something like that. There's like marble needs to be like dealt with in some way.
Wait, is it not? But her guy told me that without an epoxy finish, the entire bar table could...
Is that the vault over there then?
That's going to be important.
Yeah. Stands out, I guess.
Yeah, the marble thing is probably going to come up in the case.
And specifically that, like, they epoxied it.
I'm wondering why the
that.
gym equipment was mentioned if he didn't use it.
Good question.
Or want it, really. Nervous.
Little, I guess. But the inhaler helps, mostly. So,
honestly, how much she's using it, I feel like, is overuse. I have a rescue inhaler.
I feel like she's overusing her inhaler.
Yeah, like, I have a rescue inhaler, and, like, It's supposed to last for a bit longer than that.
Maybe in this universe, inhalers are like vaping. So it's like...
Or it could also have a drug of like,
Mm-hmm.
that's like nanobot technology. I don't know.
Could. I'm wondering why there's a
Yeah.
car in here if it's a workshop. I wondered that too, Crab. He doesn't seem like a sports car kind of guy either, so...
Yeah.
Aren't you gonna open it?
Open it? Don't you know the combination?
No, I do not know the combination to David's basement vault.
Oh. Oh. Oh no. How could I have... He didn't tell you or
I love
give you a
this, like-
code or...
The sudden club music.
Yeah.
Surprise club music. He gave me the code to get into the building and the parking garage, but not the code to whatever this is.
Ma'am.
Okay. You know, there were a lot of scattered papers back in his shop. Could he have left you a note on one of them?
Yes, he could have. He would have. In fact, I think he probably did. You just stay right here, Morgan. I'll have this settled in just a sec.
Sounds good.
So apparently
Right
marble
then.
countertops are highly porous. And so if you don't seal them, they will be stained by food and drinks. Cleaning them sucks. Water discolors them. Stuff like that.
Mm.
So
Hello? Oh. I thought there was knocking coming from the
dad must have
inside.
told me that. Oh, wouldn't put that past this.
Well, it's definitely locked. Looks like it's a Tethys Basics Sturdicure anti-hack, anti-digital, high-rated code panel. Nothing basic about it, but at least I can see the password limited to 6 characters. Only 1 million possible combinations.
Yep.
Maybe I'll get lucky.
Oh.
Screw that. Forget it. There's a different terminal over here. Cotter Security Systems, according to the label. Maybe it controls the whole room? Damn it, it's password protected too. And the code's 64 digits long?
Oh my god!
What's the point of a camera system that's harder to crack than your literal vault, you egg-headed... Okay, yeah. A programmer probably would care more about his IoT than whatever he can fit in a safety deposit box. Guess it's the 6-digit vault or nothing. But I'm a lawyer, not a lockpick. And whatever other felonies I get up to in my private time, I've never pulled off a bank heist before. Only tool I've got here is my head. So what do I know? I know whatever David put in this safe, he wanted to keep it secure. And I also know that he wanted me to have it. So maybe he thought ahead. Maybe he guarded it in such a way that I would be the only one who could get to it. David liked games. And he really liked beating me. So if he's left one last puzzle for me, I don't mind going another round.
Okay.
A final puzzle.
Cracked floor.
This flooring's a new addition. Looks rough like sandpaper, but it's bouncy. Rubberized. Feels like something you drag your feet on at the gym or on a factory floor. It's more high performance than high class. Expensive, but not in the way you'd expect for a penthouse. Well, scratch that. It's actually cracked here. Rubber doesn't break, it bends. That's its thing. So someone must have cheaped out during the installation, left a defect in. That, or David left a jackhammer on overnight. Taking a closer look, this is pretty serious looking set of resistance training equipment. And these weights, they're all set near the max. If Noble hadn't appointed him a nutritionist along with his stylist, David would be downright scrawny. There's no way he was putting up these numbers. In which case, the digits on weights could be a clue. But there's too many and I can't guess the order. So what the hell, Asher? Did you just set all the weights to max because it looked more neat?
I mean, that's fair.
Maybe the android was using the weight set.
She getting swole.
Maybe she was.
Yeah.
David's wine collection, still towering over the room. Don't know why he'd buy so many bottles. He didn't even particularly like the stuff. Maybe just to fill out all these shelves? But not all the bottles are untouched. Some of them don't have dust on them at all. There's a mechanism for retrieving bottles off the rack. The latest bottle chosen was I don't know how to pronounce that. Camp 81?
Don't know either.
Probably not even close. Could
We
be
both don't
significant.
drink. Let's go.
Except vintages only list the year they were bottled, not the month or day. It's not enough digits for the code. There is... Oh, there's one here. There's one up there. It's a very big painting. And it's, impressionist? No, cubicle. Cubist, which is still incorrect. I was gonna say, I don't think that's cubist. Yeah, cubicle. That sounds right. It is not. Whatever its style, I do remember that David liked this painting. If there was a date on it, that could be a 6-digit password, but I don't see one anywhere. Maybe signing your work was considered gauche among the cubicle lists.
That's hilarious. I wonder if that's like post what the dev put in of realizing they were wrong.
It could also just be Morgan being wrong.
Yeah.
This must be his spare liquor cabinet. Damn, there's a lot of good stuff in here. And a lot of bottom shelf swill. The kind of bargain bin vodka and nose burner whiskey that only an undergrad programmer could love. Nostalgia's sweet like that. Overpowering. 1 part per million can cover up even the cheapest aftertaste. Alright, I've searched the whole room now. Time to make or break.
I was gonna say, can we search
Bitch,
more like
what?
last time? What? We
What
made
do you
time to
want me
make
to-
a break.
Oh.
What?
Sorry, it wants me to actually type in
Oh.
the digits. That's what I was trying to figure out. Can I look at my notes and shit?
I didn't get any of that.
I just put in something to
Amazing.
try to get to the next screen. No dice. I feel like there was at least one hint that I came across. Better try again. Can you give me my...
Can you hit escape or something?
I am.
Damn. What the fuck?
How do-
And how can we look at said hint? Tab, maybe?
No.
Crap. The fuck?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess the Marchamp 81, but that's 2 numbers. We need 4 more.
Did you try to get the phone during the text just now? There is an 81. I am trying to get to the phone. Can you bring up your phone while Morgan's talking? I guess I could try. Well, I was trying to do 81. Okay, here we go. Jeez.
Oh, wow.
All right, big blue painting. Predator. It's
Hello.
an oil on canvas painting by the mid-21st century neo-abstract expressionist Mads Haestorp. Arguably his most well-known work, it was displayed in the Krellerheim Centre d'Art Moderne for 9 months before Haestorp entered the premises on 11/25/58 and used a hunting knife to cut the singular massive canvas into 3 separate pieces. So, like, here's a date. Kat, do you want to make note of this?
So maybe, yeah, let me write down.
Yeah, just write that
Maybe
down
81/58, but
because there might be
that's
more stuff as we
11.
look.
25/58. What was the artist's name? I don't know if that will matter in order because
Here.
of like Mads. Haestorp.
When asked for comments, Haestorp replied, "My works are not complete until they have been signed."
So I'm wondering if the order is helped by the like name because I forgot what the wine was, but that's an M. So maybe.
Maybe.
And this is Mads, so 2 M's, but one's MA. Shit, this is the largest. Oh, sorry. Oh,
Sorry.
that's Is that
This
something
is
we haven't
something
read yet?
unrelated, but we can still read it.
Okay. Tithys is the largest online shopping and consumer shipping corporation on Earth. Wait a second.
Huh.
I think this is the company that the other game takes place in. Because it's supposed to be like Amazon. That
Okay.
you're working at a shipping company like Amazon. And a dominant economic force that frequently courts controversy by skirting monopoly and labor law in every nation in which it operates. And yes, we really do have everything for sale, so ditch this lame-o search engine and head over to our online store to find out what you're really looking for, hot stuff. That totally is like one character in that. Not interested in sponsored results. See further with premium account. I'm gonna double check that though.
Meg.
Huh.
Meg is a derogatory and hateful term used to refer to so-called mega corporations or anyone who works for them.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah. There are numerous unverified explanations for how the term originated. Some say it is a natural evolution from the slang word shark, which was used to refer to ruthless individuals or businessmen in the late 20th century. Others claim that Meg was originally short for Megan, a sort of archetypal individual that defended the contributions that corporations have made to society. Tired of having to read anti-industrious sentiment on the net? Check out our auto-censor tools that replace harmful words like Meg with family-friendly alternatives like job creator or patriot.
Yep. So I was right, yeah. On the Model Employee, which is their other game. Corporate horror visual novel where players take control of the latest individual amongst millions to start working in one of the Tithys online shopping labyrinth warehouses.
Okay.
They finally looped it. Noble Electronics LLC. Negative 2.58% today. Is that what
Their
stock?
stock must have went down after he
Wait, what?
died.
So that's how much their stock.
Oh yeah. River came in and also said that over my shoulder. Jump scared me.
I'm not allowed 1 point.
Well, yeah, because they mentioned Tithys. River's like, nice. River got nosy because they heard Model Employee. Better known as Noble Electronics or simply Noble, is the fastest growing automated dependent corporation on the globe. Noble spent most of the 21st century chasing consumer tech trends like wearable smart UI interfaces, only pivoting... wearable smart... Yeah, no, I said that right. Only pivoting to Androids during the 2070s amidst the decade's economic upheaval. The corporation struggled to break through to the higher tiers of corporate power until David Asher revolutionized their products with his Turing solution and the technological breakthroughs that followed. In the years since, Noble has secured approximately a third of the automated dependent industry global market share with their desk hologram interfaces and animate series of upper middle class luxury androids, in particular helping them grow at a momentous pace. Noble's recent foray into biomechanical androids was initially met with skepticism when pre-orders lagged behind previous year's numbers, but the Animate 6 team is projected to reap record profits for Noble over the next 8 quarters. Okay.
David Asher was a renowned computer scientist, user experience designer, industry leader, philanthropist, and lead programmer at Noble Electronics. He first received worldwide recognition for his postgraduate theses on intelligent programmatic linguistic weighting, a body of work which would come to be known as the Turing solution. Though he retained... Is Morgan, like, changing these? Like, making it all past tense? Or is that just the site itself? I'm not sure if she's doing that. Or, I don't know.
Yeah, good question.
Though he retained the original patent on the Turing solution for the rest of his life, he was famously litigious. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. By most industry experts' estimates, the Turing solution exists in some form in 92% of active automated dependent source codes. David Asher's philanthropic efforts and invaluable skills placed him at the front and center of Noble Electronics' public image. Many considered him to be the unofficial face of the company, and his private life graced the tabloids and gossip sections of the net on many occasions. Passed away on July 7th. Oh, maybe that's just like an editor
So
thing?
they're doing it, yeah.
Yeah. Passed away on July 7th. Citation needed. This entry has received an unusually large number of suggested edits in the last 44 minutes.
Yep.
Dissemination of disinformation is a Class 3 misdemeanor. Spreading conspiracy theories about public figures is a violation of our terms of service. Okay.
Damn. IoT, Internet of Things. Huh. Internet of Things refers to the networked data sharing that goes on between all the countless electronics that we monitor ourselves with. Phones, computers, security systems, biofeedback devices, body modifications and prosthetics, and of course, automated dependents, all comprise small but vital parts of this network. Without IoT's ability to collect, process, and share information, massive opportunity costs build up as individuals, governments, and private businesses miss out on the valuable insight that data has to offer. One of the coolest ways that IoT improves our lives is through the usage of crumbs. Is it like cookies? Small packets of data containing your own unique identifying information throughout your day. As your own IoT devices say hi to other devices, they'll leave behind crumbs as a parting gift. Crumbs allow for paperless identification and payment and help the government manage human and vehicular traffic. Crumbs let you see where you've been so that you can see where you should go. Want to start traveling, leaving crumbs right away? Don't worry, crumbs are enabled by default. Not interested in sponsored search results? See further. Premium account.
Okay. So that's all our search terms. We have profiles. Let's see London's profile. He likes
He's a
fall
B+.
colors, morning air, and dimples. He dislikes touchscreens, cheap earbuds, and white rum. Likes cats and dogs.
I guess same. I don't know about white rum.
He's good at coming up with nicknames. He's bad at remembering birthdays.
Also same.
Victoria Masters.
My hot aunt. Sorry.
She was born on July 7th, the same day he died. Interesting. We didn't wish her a happy birthday. Wait,
Well, no,
depends
it's
on the
July
time of
1st,
day.
right?
No, today's July 7th. That's when he died.
Oh, shit. Okay.
We didn't wish her a happy birthday.
My bad.
She
I thought
likes
it was
hands-
July 1st.
She likes handsome men, pretty women, and expensive liquor.
Yo!
Lawyer to the rich and famous, semi-retired. It's her occupation. She dislikes clingy people, prudish people, flying commercial. 24 karat jewelry. Age difficult to verify.
I
She
can't afford
smokes
that.
Cigars
She can step on me, though.
and other adult stuff. Jessica Starling, June 24th. Executive assistant to Noble Electronics. She likes dancing, buying shoes, reselling shoes. Dislikes hangovers, soft mattresses.
Machismo?
It's in quotes.
I don't know what that is.
Her charm point is her earnest smile. She relaxes by bar hopping in the lower wards. She's the best at reading the stock market. Machismo? Macho
Okay.
men?
Macho man. Thought the loading screen said July 1st. I was going to mention Canada Day. We'll see. I mean, eventually it'll show us the loading screen again.
This is not what I pictured for David.
That's not what I pictured at all.
Nope. Lead programmer. He likes street food, crowds, fishing. Dislikes brain freeze, driving, and lint. Eyeglasses were
has a
custom
tired
designed.
Oh.
Shampoo
He has
expensive. Sense of humor unique.
A
He has
vibe
what?
of a tired mom vibe.
He does have a tired mom vibe. I was expecting like a 60-year-old man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that mom look going on, yeah. I wonder he's dead as fuck.
anyway, yeah, so it says here he passed away on July 7th.
Oh, it does
So-
say that there, but the loading screens say July 1st, I thought.
I thought they changed. I could be
What?
wrong, but I thought they changed.
Maybe they did.
Anyway,
So did we talk
this
to her
is
on
like
the
the
first,
only
though?
number
So
that
maybe it
we've
wasn't her birthday
seen.
yet.
So is this the one?
Other
we
than
sh-
81, if
Yeah.
we're talking about that one wine.
Yeah,
But it
I
could just
don't-
be 11/25/58. You're right.
Is his death date the password? That would be
That would be
interesting.
hilarious. Meta.
I mean, if this doesn't work, we could try it.
yeah.
Okay. All right, Kat. What is it?
11.
Okay.
25/58.
The date the
Oh
painting
my
was signed.
God. Oh
A
my
password that
God.
is and isn't left in plain sight. Nice one.
Hey, Morgan, What? How'd you get it to open? That's... What is that?
I turned back around and just in time to see a door finish swinging open with mechanical grace, revealing a girl
Knew it! Fucking called it.
with a barcode emblazoned across her temple that we can somehow see through her hair. Required by law to be plainly visible. Okay, well, it's an android, clearly marked as such. And yet, even standing this close, I could swear it's...
Snoring?
I stepped forward and placed the back of my wrist on the android's brow. Warm.
It must be a prototype for the Animate 16. Or maybe a prototype for the 17 or 18.
A biomechanical android with real human flesh. Where did they get the human flesh from?
I was assuming just like created, like synthetically. But oh, never mind. She's gonna answer us. I didn't read ahead.
Sorry, biomechanical, yes, but it's organic flesh, not human. They're grown from lax Gemini cultures, but the...
Sorry, I misspoke. She's
right,
like, please shut up.
understandable.
Since yeah.
You seem surprised, Jess? Hasn't Noble been working on warm androids like this one for a few years now?
Androids like this one? I mean, yes, we have. Sorry. It's just that this particular model is very, it's very cutting edge. How can you tell?
Bleeding edge, judging by the flush in those cheeks. I think because it looks so human, like maybe the warm ones don't look that
As
human.
realistic.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say that we found what we're looking for.
I think so too.
Imagine if David put his brain in the robot.
Yeah, seriously. She's got split personality going on.
That presents a problem then.
Oh, do you not, approve?
I've got nothing against androids. My concern is a bit more immediate and, well, practical.
Yeah.
Practical?
How are you getting her out?
I don't know how to turn it on.
Oh God, don't be like Chobits.
Do you see a switch or something?
Do
Don't be
you?
like Chobits.
Can we, turn it around or...
I poke the android's ribs. A little less give than I expected, giving its frame, but the rigidity is remarkably lifelike. I place my hand on the shoulder and give it a shake, but it doesn't budge. This thing has to weigh more than...
Right, androids mostly teleport themselves.
Teleport!
Nope. Teleport. They
Nope.
can fucking teleport now. Nope, that wasn't the word. They definitely can't do that.
I love how you just
That
went,
would be
nope.
so convenient. Nope.
It's a good thing the androids can teleport. Jesus.
That'd be so convenient.
Androids mostly transport themselves, so people are always surprised to find out they're a bit heavier than they look.
A bit. I'm surprised the whole room isn't slanted.
Damn.
There's no way in hell we're moving this thing without waking it up.
Crap. First the vault, now this.
I was able to guess the combination just by poking around. Compared to that, finding this hunk of junk's power switch should be child's play. And I think I know where to start.
That's exactly my fear, Bella Coco, but no, I don't think they're gonna do that. What? Why would you Google it? Crab, no! It's actually not like a not safe for work anime, but that is just turning on the Chobit is for some reason, but it's actually, I
its
think, like a
butthole?
teen. No, it's in between its legs.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Just put it on the back.
To make the main character uncomfortable for a comedic moment, but like it was nope,
Wow.
not okay. I mean, but it's like a teen manga, I think. Like it's not even goddamn. So I was like, please don't, because like that's the only thing I remember from that fucking anime.
Well,
Well, that and a few other catchphrases I probably say often, but it was cute, but quite questionable. Yeah, like the show's cute. Other than that, Ugh.
Jess, I'm going to step back into the lab for a moment, all right?
Huh? Oh, sure. I'll, there's gotta be a manual around here.
Good idea. It might be some kind of prototype, but it's still got a barcode. Maybe you can scan its GIN number and find something in the company files?
Yeah, of course.
Make yourself useful.
All generic ID numbers should be paired with industry standard files on maintenance, tracking, power requirements.
Unless it's his own personal one that he kept off the books.
That's what I think. I somehow doubt that the enigmatic android taking a cat nap in a sarcophagus in David Asher's basement will have a user manual. But it can't hurt for her to try, and she needs an activity.
She needs enrichment.
Okay. Broke a heel, but I'm okay.
What the
I carry
fuck did
glue.
you... What did you trip on?
What? I don't know.
And I'd rather search the lab by myself. Yeah,
Got a
we'll
lot
just give
going
her
on,
an
okay.
activity. Now then, if I were David and I wanted to make sure that only one person would be able to walk out of here with that android, how would I set that up?
Yeah.
Diagrams of human anatomy. The hands are highlighted. Could it be her
Hands.
fingers? Or
Maybe.
somewhere on her hand? The most developed part of the
Maybe
human
a
body.
ring?
Good for making stone axes and sending emails. Robots and frames can do just fine with claws or 3-digit imitations, but androids are expected to look like people and move like them too. Getting the hands right must be a big priority at Noble. That tree-like shape on the right is a neuron. Those branches receive input of varying weight, and then if the sum is greater than a certain threshold, the neuron fires. A 0 becomes a 1, and all the other zeros around it take that into consideration. Repeat that a couple billion times a second, and you've got the human brain, a computer powerful enough to stimulate all of reality. That's the analogy I read in a magazine, anyway.
How often does she break heels that she carries around bottles of glue? I mean,
A lot.
and also you would think she gets paid enough here as a secretary to like just replace her shoes. Just carry a second pair.
I don't
just have
think
it in your desk drawer.
She probably doesn't get paid that well.
No.
Haven't seen one since college, but this must be a 3D printer of some sort. Feels expensive enough to make other printers look like soda fountains by comparison. Better not mess with any of the settings. Why not?
Have it the last thing it did. What if that's a clue?
Maybe. These appear to be holding tanks for something. How should I know? No labels on anything, typical for a genius. But a nightmare for anyone trying to pick up after him. It's a lot more hard science than I expected in here. Centrifuges and glass and microscopes. Don't programmers do all their work with a keyboard?
CEO's personal secretary makes $5 more than minimum wage. Too real. Seriously.
Looks like a fairly normal computer. If I'm lucky, the security will be fairly normal as well.
Boot up complete. Username?
Vocal commands. David Asher? Morgan? Guest?
Thank you for logging in as guest.
Didn't recognize my voice, so I can probably rule out a vocal command being the key to waking up the android.
Do you have a question?
More than one. For now, though, what should I search for in his computer? Let's see, Morgan. Search files for Morgan.
23 results on the local drive.
I can work with that. Mostly phone book and social data, but I don't recognize this file type. Some kind of personnel format? Date of birth, education, occupation, blood type, height, and weight. All right, buddy. A little invasive, don't you think? DNA and fingerprints? Now, why do you have that, David? My DNA isn't in any database. I've made sure of that. So he couldn't have bought this anywhere. He must have collected it himself from a wine glass or the like. It would have been easy to do.
Oh my god.
That's weird, David.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a weird thing to
very
do.
weird.
That's weird, David. But why do it? All right, I'm starting to get a pretty clear picture of what it'll take to turn on this android.
What?
Did I? What? I wanted to look at the other... I wanted to keep asking the computer questions. Also, like, was he using her fingerprints or her, like, DNA to make the android? Like, what?
I don't know.
I've got the what for the where and how. I'll just have to manage. What? It's still just a piece of machinery. If it really won't turn on, I can always start hitting it.
Well, I was wondering if, like, it saved right before you went in there. If you wanted to see what the other files said lore-wise. Since apparently those are optional.
I mean...
I don't know when it would have, though.
Yeah. We can probably just go ahead. Let's check
Okay.
these, though.
Warm androids. Warm is currently the most widely used term used to describe androids, robots specifically designed to emulate a human likeness that feature organic flesh in some capacity. While the concept has been experimented with in the robotics industry for decades, Noble Electronics' recent foray into warm manufacturing with their Anime 16 model represents a huge leap forward that many analysts agree is a signal of widespread adoption to come. Though the specifics of how Noble's warm androids are manufactured and integrated remain a fiercely guarded industry secret, it is generally understood through marketing materials and user maintenance documents that warm androids will require oxygen, water, and periodic oxygen or organic sustenance in addition to wireless charging.
Weird.
Need a refill? Warm Android supplementals are available for purchase through the Noble shop. If your Warm Android doesn't receive sufficiently frequent supplementals or is repeatedly deprived of water, they may shut down most functions in order to preserve emergency power. If this happens, you can regain access to your Warm Android once your order of supplementals has been confirmed as paid. So do we just have to pay for supplementals? Or
Good
like
question.
force feed her supplements? Like what?
GIN number, generic identification number. A generic identification number is a string of numerals typically encoded into a barcode that labels an automated dependent. Early on in the automated dependent industrial revolution, concerns about the lessening gap between man and machine led governments to pass laws mandating that all ads clearly identify themselves as such. To counteract rampant disinformation and identity theft campaigns, manufacturers responded by stamping the GIN code onto Android bodies, most commonly on the cheek, above the collarbone, on the back of the hand. Some companies placed the GIN on the wrist, but this quickly incurred backlash.
Yeah, gee, I wonder why.
Yeah. Concerns about automated dependents impersonating humans have dropped precipitously since then, and the GIN has instead taken on new life as a cultural icon as powerful and easily recognizable as any corporation's logo. Fake GIN barcodes, fins, are one of the most commonly requested tattoos. I was going to ask about that. The vast majority of reputable parlors will draw a line through the barcode once finished to avoid breaking identity law, though there are some clients who care little about the consequences. MMA fighter Samli Paka infamously sports a GIN tattoo across his right knuckles and makes a show of signing a check to pay the fine for displaying a false GIN on an international broadcast every time he enters the ring.
Huh.
Okay.
DNA and fingerprints getting more and more chobits. I really don't remember much other than you can have like, it was a computer basically, or like a full model would be a human, like sized person. And then their like laptop version or cell phone version was the little chibi girl that was like, they could carry around in their pocket or whatever.
Yep.
She was adorable. I loved her. Anyway.
Morgan, there you are. I've looked in every registry I could find and every beta database I could get into, but I don't think this android is in the system.
Could told you.
It was a long shot. Don't beat yourself up over it.
Yes, but an android without the proper identification is
It's only buying or selling an android without proper identification that's illegal. And it doesn't seem like he ordered this online.
I guess you're right, huh?
I hope this isn't his sex robot.
Mm.
We'll have it registered
I don't
soon
think
enough
so,
anyway.
but I do think it's
I don't think so
personal.
either, but I still hope it's not. I think I figured out what we need to do here.
I wonder a little bit if he like treated it like a daughter, because I don't know why, but I feel like once we saw a picture of him, even though it was black and white, I feel like he has the same color hair.
Maybe.
Don't know why. I don't know if he was maybe one of the people in the like the end sequence where it was like each person said a line of the first episode and I just don't remember.
Could be.
Oh?
If David really wanted me to have this, he would have left some way for me to turn it on.
What are you thinking?
David had my fingerprints and my DNA on file. By requiring both, he could reasonably be sure that no one was powering up this android without my approval. You've done a swab before, haven't you?
3 months for the company.
For the company.
Apparently, they're building a database on employee epigenetics across reference with... Oh, so you're gonna...
My DNA and my fingerprint make the key. Now, where to find the lock?
I mean, I would guess hand since
I would
hand
also
is
guess
kind
hand.
of what
That-
was circled.
There was that diagram back in his shop. Was it meant to be a literal handshake verification?
Work.
Excuse me, Discord.
Huh. Thought that would work.
Did do the same fucking thing.
Me too. Should we stick our fingers in her nose? Chest?
I don't know. I don't.
Cause like,
Boop. Boop the snoot.
all right, we'll boop
Jam
the
your
snoot.
thumb in her eye.
The nose. I guess it's not impossible. I mean, I don't think it's the nose
Morgan?
either.
I really thought it was the hand.
Are you really
Yeah, I'm
gonna
gonna
stick
stick
your
my thumb in her up her
up
nose.
its nose?
No, I'm
Better
not.
grab a tit, apparently.
Yeah, are we supposed to seriously like just grab her chest? If it takes something that
wonder
silly
if
to
you
boot
do
it
have
up,
to
I don't
kiss
even
her.
want it anymore. Yeah, what are
But,
we
like, he
supposed to do?
doesn't
Kiss her on the mouth?
He doesn't. It has to be our fingers, though.
Yeah. Which one do you want to go with?
I don't know. Whatever one makes you least comfortable, at least uncomfortable.
They both make me uncomfortable.
I know.
I mean, her hands are across her chest. I don't know if that...
Will matter.
Check the butt, Ika.
Check the butt.
I guess I'll try the chest. Because I'm trying... Well, I mean, the only thing that I can think of from what we read was that they have the barcodes on their heads. Or not necessarily their heads,
Yeah.
but like hers is on her head.
Hers is on her head, yeah. Because they said that they're in different locations, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. You can't handle the charm. What, the physics bothering you?
It's gonna be the lips, and she's gonna be like, "I taste blood." Okay, you know what? We'll do that, crab. The lips are one of the most sensitive parts of the body. Not the worst place to make a scan, even if it is gross. Place with my finger there. I mean,
Okay, so it's our finger. Yeah, I guess we don't kiss her.
Oh, that's...
imagine if he did though. He was like, "I really just want like a Sleeping Beauty situation."
Yeah, right.
Still not doing it, huh?
Come on, do I really need to push my finger deeper, jingle the key, shove your whole hand down her throat?
Yeah, just tickle the uvula.
Ew! She throws up. That's how she wakes up.
Oh, sorry, bad gag reflex.
Sorry, we had to make
Oh,
you puke
man.
to wake up.
You went right in there.
Are you touching the tongue?
It's blinking at me.
Ah! That didn't get up!
Where's it supposed to put her freaking fingers in her mouth?
The fuck? Oh. This is really weird.
That's showing the script.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, because
her hand's in her mouth. Good morning to you too.
Great.
Cute. Hello. I've never seen you two before.
I guess we should introduce ourselves then.
Hi.
This is Jessica Starling. She works for Dr. Asher. I'm Morgan, a friend of his. Got all that?
I understand. I also ask why, but I am glad that it wasn't alternatives.
Yeah, I'm glad that there
understand.
wasn't an ass option.
Yeah. I'm glad they made it a comedic moment.
I understand. She is Jessica Starling, and you are Morgan. Last name unknown?
No, Morgan is my last.
Father told me about you.
Okay, so.
Oh, Morgan's our last name.
Yeah. You don't remember that from the first one?
Nope.
Well,
It's
now you
been a
remember.
while.
It's been a while. So
It's just
I
'cause
guess
Morgan's such a standard first name. I just
yeah.
keep
So I guess this means that the android did see him as a father, which is so much better than
Yeah.
it could have been.
Yeah.
Aw, he did? Wait. Father?
David. You had to call you daddy? She didn't say daddy, she said father. Those are two different things. A daddy is different than a father.
I am referring to Dr. David Asher. Are you confused?
That's not the word I'd use. I'll throw a bone beyond the grave for the good doctor and just move this along. Did David say that he was giving you to me, transferring ownership?
Ownership? That is correct.
And what else did...
Mostly correct.
She just starts calling me mom. Right. And what else did he tell you?
Many things. Can you specify?
I thought conversation was the first thing David figured out how to program.
Did Dr. Asher tell you anything that he wanted you to convey to Morgan? A message you were supposed to pass on. Yes.
Jess, I think it's trying to...
Okay, sure. I'll give you two. Or, well, I'll give you some privacy, Morgan. I've actually gotten about 14 messages in the last 2 minutes, so...
Ma'am.
She was shooting up a lot. Not...
We'll just head back to the lab to make some calls, okay?
Thanks, Jess.
Yes, thank you, Jess. You're welcome.
Just the two of us now, and I just had my hand in your mouth. So
Yeah.
what do I call you?
My name is Sarah. It's nice to meet you, Morgan.
Trust me, the pleasure's all mine. So what's the message?
Father told me that I would be living with you from now on. And he told me that you would look after me.
Nice of him to tell me.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Should it?
I model this lifelike, with warmth and breath and something close to blood in its veins. Just what are you, anyway?
You forgot my name already? It's Sarah.
What were you built for? You're warm, obviously. You're not one of those physical therapy models, are you?
That would be highly illegal. I haven't completed 500 hours of study at a state-approved massage therapy school. I haven't even completed 1 hour.
What purpose did Dr. Asher design you for?
I don't know the answer to that question.
You don't know why he built you? Great, he's giving the android an existential crisis.
No, should I?
Because he wanted
How
a
can
kid.
you not?
Do you?
Would I be asking you if I did?
I meant, do you know why you were created?
I knew it was going to go the other way around.
Why you were born?
Why? Why me? Why are you doing this?
You're a freak?
Monster, what the hell's wrong with you?
Please don't kill me! Please, why? Why?
Why was a monster like you even born? Well, I think Morgan's got some things she needs to bring to therapy.
I think she thinks her purpose is to kill. I think those were her victims, maybe. That she was thinking about.
Or people that made her get to that conclusion.
Could be. Either way.
She seems well adjusted.
Guess I walked into that one. I was starting to wonder if you even had the Turing solution.
Father's framework for programming linguistics in artificial systems, and the body of work for which he first gained international recognition.
Yeah, an international gel.
Do you have an answer to my question? An answer as to why you were created? Why you exist?
Occam's razor. I'm here because my parents wanted me. I definitely thought she was going to be like, I'm here because my parents fucked.
I mean,
I
because
mean,
not all parents want that.
Yep.
I see. Then I will give a similar answer. I was created because Father wanted to make me.
Can't argue with that logic, can I?
That poor therapist.
Can't argue with that logic. Father did say that you're a lawyer.
Yep, that's me.
You're a lawyer, and I defeated you with logic.
World-class high-power attorney, the best defense money can buy.
So do you catch criminals?
That's what cops do.
Her eyes.
Do you litigate criminals?
That's what prosecutors do.
Then do you fight Do you fight for the underrepresented? Expose injustice? Sue corrupt corporations and officials?
I don't think anyone does that anymore.
Then what do you do?
I'm a criminal defense attorney. You ever hear of a
defender
game
of-
called Phoenix Wright
Phoenix, right?
Ace Attorney?
A defender of the innocent and powerless.
Why is she drooling so much?
I think she's just like in awe at you. She likes that you do that.
Oh, I thought maybe some of the fluids that you had to feed her were coming back out. Uh-huh.
Do you also?
Now that you know all about me, what can you tell me about yourself?
I've never had to do that before.
First time for everything. How old are you?
I'm not sure I can give a satisfactory answer.
Ew, it is like the white goo for the alien androids. Oh,
Oh.
I hate that. 0 for 2 on answering simple questions. What's the date on your earliest memory?
Years ago,
And where were you constructed or assembled or whatever? What facility?
I was not constructed at any facility.
Watch her really pull a twist and go, David birthed me.
Surprise!
Father created me here. By himself.
Oh no, that's right. You weren't expecting Mpreg. Should
I
have checked the tags.
always expect Mpreg.
Well, you're right for that.
Can never catch me by surprise.
Never surprise me with Mpreg.
Not possible.
You're saying if I took you apart, I wouldn't be able to find any markers from any manufacturers, any IDs of any designer?
Nobody expects Mpreg. Well, I guess maybe some cat.
You want to take me apart?
David was a programmer, not an engineer. How could he build a custom android from scratch in the comfort of his own home? He couldn't have. Yeah, he birthed her.
Yeah, he clearly birthed her.
He must have had help, probably a whole department's worth. If I ask around, there's got to be someone in the company who can ID this thing and help me figure out what's so important about it. You don't look like any android I've ever seen. What are you made of?
The body is comprised of organic tissues integrated directly into cybernetic systems. They require organic nourishment, including water, carbohydrates, and salt.
Wait, worm androids have to eat and drink? They cannot be worth that much trouble.
My cybernetic systems operate largely as analogs to their equivalents in the human body. I have a respiratory system for oxygen exchange and a centrally located pump that circulates oxygen.
Why? You mean you've got a heart? How quaint. But where does all the extra weight come from?
Pardon?
I tried moving you earlier and it felt like I was pulling against a truck.
My skeleton is a combination of medical-grade plastics and a military-grade titanium carbide alloy.
That sure took the wind out of her sails. She wants to be a real girl.
Fair.
My muscles are made of adaptive rare earth alloy nanoweave fiber with shock absorption and kinetic chain potential rated past.
Wait, did you say military grade?
Yeah, she'll never fucking die.
I have a grip strength above 1,000 kilograms. I can run at sustained speeds over 60 kilometers per hour. I can jump 6 meters vertically. I can lift approximately...
I'm not sure what kind of grip strength most androids are walking around with, but I've never seen any of them move the way it's talking about. Even just standing there, it seems to be poised, controlled, spring-tight, strength and flexibility like a ballerina or a gymnast. Was she a... would he make her to be like a killer, like an assassin?
Or maybe be able to protect herself in case she needs to ever.
Maybe. Strong enough to flip over a tank, lifelike enough to avoid detection. As long as it never stepped on a scale, it'd make for the perfect infiltration unit. The perfect weapon if you could keep its development a secret.
Possibly.
Did David really put something that heavy on my plate? Dismantling a military prototype in secret?
Are you deep in thought?
But a military infiltration android would look more crew-cut and forgettable. And would David really devote personal time and effort just to make another weapon for the military?
I have other features I could tell you about if you like.
If I shot you, would you die?
It would be very painful. And there would be a discharge.
Why would he
of
make her feel
fluid.
pain?
Yeah, seriously. Why are we giving her nerve endings?
But conventional weapons would not prove particularly effective.
I guess to make her react because she'd be losing fluid that she needs.
Yeah, that is what pain receptors are important for.
Yeah, it's also like
It's better.
why make her have to breathe oxygen and have nutrients? You know what
The
I
only
mean?
thing I can think of is just like he really wanted to make a daughter,
But
and
he made her like a
also
military.
didn't want her to die.
I guess. Because like if he was trying to make her like a lifelike daughter,
Yeah, I don't know if
Why
he
all
has a plan
the-
for her or if it's just to make her invincible.
yeah, I don't know.
She's like Edie. I mean,
That settles it. This thing's a weapon. Sure as I...
Would you like to know about my hair?
Your hair?
What?
I'm impressed you noticed.
I didn't.
Each fiber contains miniaturized solar cell lattice technology, allowing me to remain charged throughout the daytime.
That must come in handy.
I haven't actually had the chance to use it yet. This room has ambient wireless charging functionality, and I haven't gone outside much.
Okay, maybe it's not a weapon after all. You're just a pincushion, aren't you?
I'm not familiar with the term. Searching. Pincushion, jargon, design, refers to prototypes filled with experimental technologies to check for compatibility issues.
Oh. Got an idea, not sure what to do with it? Stick it in the pincushion. It's as good an explanation as any for what I'm staring at. A mishmash of state-of-the-art military features spliced with odd new technologies and seemingly pointless additions. The end result being a singular, unsellable android that wasn't particularly good at anything and would break down after only a few years.
No, maybe not immortal.
Pincushions are a small but valid part of the field of android manufacturing.
But he cares a lot about this one.
Her eyes and barcode are glowing.
Yeah.
They are valuable to collectors who see them as time capsules filled with their designers' most outlandish ideas and least reproducible results.
But even the most nonsensical pincushions are built via committee over years, with numerous engineers and programmers adding in their pet functions. The android before me claims to have been built by one man, a man who's now... Seems we got off track there, Sarah. Was there anything else David told you to relay to me?
Besides that you were to look after me, he also told me that you were reliable and that I should trust you.
Did David know that we're a serial killer?
I don't know. I saw maybe David knew Morgan was a killer and this is our helper. I was wondering if he knew we're a killer and made her harder for us to have to kill or like want to kill if we ever wanted to.
Maybe.
But I don't know. Or maybe he made her to try and stop us, but like a long con. I don't know.
He said that I was to listen to you and obey your instructions.
Finally, some good news.
As you say, Adonai.
Is that how you say that?
It could be Adonai. I'm not sure. What's that? The word you called me. What was that?
Adonai, from classical Hebrew.
Oh, I'm definitely not pronouncing that right then.
Translated literally, it means my lord. Do you prefer that I call you master?
Wait, can we pick? No.
Very good, Adonai.
I'm gonna look
Why'd
up the
David use
pronunciation if
Hebrew,
she's gonna
though?
do that. That's a good question.
Abrahamic myth tells of servants constructed out of earth and clay, designed to resemble and obey their masters. Golems. Father must have found the comparison appropriate.
See, if that's the... That doesn't sound like somebody who, like, wanted to make a daughter.
Yeah.
Amusing. More likely, it's just a joke.
Father would not make light of such a thing.
It is reminiscent of My Lovely Daughter, isn't it? Sure he would. Oh, she doesn't know he's dead.
Yeah, I didn't think she would.
I didn't think so either, but... Confirmed.
Is phonetic spelling pronunciation?
What?
Adonai. Adonai is how you pronounce it. That word.
Okay.
Adonai. At least from what I'm seeing. Let's see if I remember that. All right.
Perhaps we should ask him to clarify his reasoning for himself. Where is Father, by the way? Is he upstairs?
How kindly is Morgan going to deliver this news?
Not kindly.
When was the last time you were active?
38 hours ago.
Thursday night, then?
Correct.
Right. David Asher is dead. He died last night. Understand?
How? May I see him?
She just explodes.
Aw.
We're like, well, my work here is done.
Yeah.
See him? No, I won't be able to see him. Funeral's probably not for a few days.
Father was not. He was not sick.
I don't feel like doing the whole song and dance with 2 robots in one day.
You didn't even do it with the first robot.
Nah. That's very charming, but let's go to commands only. I bet that's not a feature that
She can't do
has.
it. Yeah.
What? What happened? Did he have an accident?
Why is it still doing the theatrics? Does it not recognize my authority yet? The police have determined that he committed suicide. For the time being, we ought to focus on getting you properly registered. Maybe then you'll take commands the first time I say them and not...
The police are wrong.
Excuse me?
They are wrong. Father did not commit suicide. He would never do such a thing. Father had. He told me.
Look, Sarah. I'm... sorry?
I guess.
You're sorry?
Tension's tipping. Oh no. Yeah, sure.
Amazing.
Just tell the military grade robot her dad is dead. Sure, no chance of that going poorly.
Yeah.
Is she gonna just like destroy this whole room?
Yeah.
Who killed Dad?
Hit her with the I'm sorry you feel this way.
Yeah.
Father said you were his friend. How are you so calm?
I've been around death a lot. Killed a lot of people.
Very true.
So don't try to lecture me about grief, spearmint.
My name is Sarah. You will use it because my father, David Asher, Dr. David Asher, the greatest programmer in the world, gave it to me. And he did not kill himself.
Let's say you're right. David didn't commit suicide. If that's the case, the police will realize that soon enough.
The police have already made their determination. That's what you just said. Father said that you were a lawyer, that you were capable and reliable, and a friend. You should be looking into his death.
That's... Is that an order?
Of course not. It is a request, Adonai.
A request that I'll have to refuse. The police have their job and I have mine. If I stick my nose into their investigation any further, they'll come down on me hard. Cops don't like lawyers on principle. But what they really hate are people who tell them how to do their job. Let's go. We need to...
Father asked you to look after me.
Yeah, he did. He also said you should obey me, but you don't seem quite as fixated on that part.
And he said something else. He said that you owed him a favor.
He knew.
One favor.
She's like, fuck. The thin ice starts here, Spearmint. That was between him and me.
Father is gone, so now it is between you and I. And I am calling in the favor now.
What?
You don't have to take care of me anymore. Consider that request null and void. You can sell me to some collector, or you can donate me to a university. It doesn't matter. In exchange, you will prove Father didn't kill himself. And you will make sure that whoever hurt him is held accountable. Why are you laughing?
It's you and me, not you and I. You and me. David would roll over in his grave if he knew you'd gotten that wrong.
It was not my intention to amuse or rotate.
No, that's for damn sure. Fine. I'll take that deal, Sarah.
You mean you will prove that father did not?
I mean, I'll look into it. I'm a lawyer. I don't prove anything. I just disprove what I can.
Then where do we start?
I didn't realize you had a law degree.
I do not have a law degree, but I am a fast learner.
This
I am
isn't a
Maya Fey
job.
now.
This isn't a job interview.
And I am far from useless. I can...
The ad did raise at least one good question. Where do I start? I'm a defense attorney, not a police detective, and David was my friend, not my client. I won't be able to poke around at all unless...
And I am also capable of...
Can you tell a lie?
I am capable of making statements that are false.
I guess that'll have to do.
Are you going to ask me to lie?
Yes. To the police, in fact.
Lying to the police is a felony.
Androids don't commit felonies. They make errors.
Loopholes.
I see. What kind of error did you have in mind, Adonai?
I was able... It is July 1st. I don't know. Well, I listened to a video and said it could be Adonai or Adonai. So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm confused about why it's saying July 1st
If that says he died on the 7th, which is weird. Because
yeah.
that's what I was like, I really thought it was the 1st. Now, why the fuck does that say the 7th, though? And he died 2 days before.
No, I think one day
He
before.
didn't- Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
One day,
it should
sorry.
be-
It was
it
2
should
days
be
ago as he was last heard from.
Yeah, it should be July 8th. So I don't know if that's a mistake or what. Anyway, I guess I'll
Wait,
read
what should be
this.
July 8th?
Yeah, I think it should be July 8th because he died the day before, which would have been July 7th.
7th.
But
Oh,
for some
so
reason
yeah.
it's for some reason it's saying July 1st. And I don't know if that's a
I feel
I
like
don't
they
know.
wouldn't make that big of a typo.
yeah,
That's weird.
I don't know if it's just an
Yeah.
error that they're saying it's July 1st. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Hey Spider, how are you?
I will be right back. I just gotta run to the bathroom.
Okay.
So be right.
I'll wait till Kat comes back in case this is important. I think that's it. It also said citation needed. It did. So maybe the article got it wrong? I wonder if that's going to be a discrepancy that's important. I was trying to see if there was any other reference to his death, but I think it was just that. Because it's not on his profile. So yeah, maybe the article was just wrong. If that's the case, that'll probably come up. People have been saying he died on the 7th in the dialogue. Okay, so that would be the other place where I was seeing it. I was gonna say, I thought there was more than just the article. Yeah, I don't know then.
Are you sure about this?
No.
You have questions too, don't you? Right now, I'm just a little better equipped to get answers than you are.
sure they're watching.
What?
Is the air quality at Noble headquarters kept up to state standards?
What's that?
All these Noble employees seem to have asthma.
Oh.
Was Father also working under such poor conditions?
He created them!
They don't have asthma. They're taking drugs.
Oh. It definitely is some sort of stimulant then.
Then why are they all carrying inhale?
Oh, wrong person.
Then why are they all carrying inhalers?
Yes, ma'am. She's right over here.
What? Oh, no. I don't remember Emma's voice that well, though.
Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. Did I mess up?
On the contrary. Eyes wide, she's a
Meg.
DA. Quiet. She succeeded spectacularly in getting Noble's ears perked up. Emma Rockford? Didn't think I'd run into you here.
Yeah, didn't think I'd be here either. But the powers that be think my presence sends a strong message to the Megs, so... No, wait. What are you doing here?
A few minutes later.
I see. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for saying that. And thank you, Detective Reyes, for your many kind words.
Can't all be as talkative as you.
Normally, quoting poetry would feel pretentious, but you were so genuine in your reading.
Fight me. Emma, hey, have you checked our phone? Have you seen our little charm?
Yeah, have you looked at our charm?
I
not
don't
weird.
know that
It's not weird at all.
It's not weird.
Just of your, like, you know, kind of rival coworker.
Yeah. It's
I
perfectly
don't
normal.
know that there's a need for all that.
I mean,
Phoenix also
probably...
has one of Edward's. Absolutely.
Very mature detective. Did you come up with that yourself?
No, it's Kaguya's signature pose.
Like the pop star?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She's like, I don't listen to pop music.
Yeah. She's pretending.
You can admit it if you do.
Well, there's nothing to admit because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who that is.
Wait, now you're saying you don't know who Kaguya is. She's the most famous?
Yeah, well, I just don't know who that is, so... Ma'am? Weren't you about to say something? Oh, well, I'm still surprised to see you here now, Morgan. Are you helping plan the services? Actually, the company will be planning Dr. Asher's funeral service. Wouldn't his family want to take care of that?
No.
No. No. I see. Sorry. But if that's the case, why are you here, Morgan? Ha! Oh gosh, I'm so sorry to disrupt your morning. Hey, that's... You're here for the same reason as every other suit they've got crawling around. Money.
You're not wrong. There are a lot of annoying insects with annoying agendas scurrying around before my friend's body is even cold. But the honest truth is, I don't even know if David had a will.
Company helped manage his estate. Legal is probably already on it. Actually, judging by how much coffee that intern is carrying into the elevator, I'm certain they are. Right. So if you're not here for the funeral or the reading of the will...
Miss Starling asked me to come here, actually, on a matter unrelated to David's passing.
an unrelated matter. That's convenient.
Isn't it? But now that I am here, it's come to my attention that the police have made a determination in the case of David's death.
And where did you hear that?
Am I mistaken?
No, you're right. They concluded that it was suicide.
Can always count on her to be blunt. I was worried about that.
Yeah, I'm sure you must be feeling.
Because I'm gonna have to contest that charge.
What?
The state has made a charge. I'm arguing against it.
The hell are you talking about?
The police believe David committed suicide. Suicide is a felony in this country, Detective.
It is technically a crime to commit suicide, yes. But we're not in the habit of bringing dead men to trial. Especially not for their own murder, Morgan.
No, not to trial, of course not. But there would be a preliminary hearing in a case like this.
Technically, as a formality. Assuming the courts aren't busy that day.
I'm afraid that on this occasion I'm going to have to insist on formality.
Yeah, well, you really don't have much to say in the matter, do you?
With David gone, I have the only say, really. I am, after all, his criminal attorney.
Honey, and he needs his drinking buddy to be his attorney? Bullshit. I'm also skeptical, Morgan. It's a pretty serious conflict of interest to be your friend's defense attorney.
You're absolutely right. It is a conflict of interest, and I would have said as much to him if I had the chance.
What do you mean?
I only found out that he wanted me to be his attorney today.
He died? How the hell did you miss that memo?
Embarrassing, isn't it? But to be fair, it was hidden pretty well.
Oh, didn't know you had an android, Morgan. It's cute.
Thanks, but it's actually David's. And it's technically my witness.
Witness to what? 38 hours ago, Father... That is, David Asher communicated to me, as a matter of record, the following explicit legal intent.
Oh, this is the lie.
Mm-hmm.
That in the case of any and all criminal charges brought against him by the state, his attorney would be Evangeline Morgan.
First name reveal.
Evangeline.
Evangeline?
Pause and muse? That's very Signalus.
No, wait, seriously? Your name's Evangeline? Did your parents name you after a Christmas carol? Should we be curtsying?
It's not that funny.
No, of course not. Nothing to be embarrassed about, Evangeline.
Wow, she's really just trying to be a bitch.
It's really not that funny.
It's not, yeah.
Or do your friends call you Angel?
I hear Kaguya's on tour, Detective. Should I get you tickets? You could have your dad drive you like all the other 15-year-olds.
Hey! Feels like we're getting off topic. What were we just?
Ma'am, I was named after an anime.
Evangelion. Oh, wait. Wrong one? They both have orange names, and I usually associate with color.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling you that David Asher wanted her to be his criminal defense attorney.
Imagine my surprise.
An android's recording of a verbal expression of intent isn't exactly ironclad, Morgan.
That's fair. And if we were going before an upper-level court, I would expect that to be open to all kinds of scrutiny. But we're talking about a preliminary hearing. A formality, as you called it. If he asks for representation, he deserves representation. Doesn't matter whether he's dead or alive.
Missing something? What difference does it make?
Someone who's guilty doesn't get off scot-free.
Not even adjutant would be obtuse enough to sentence a dead man.
No, there won't be a sentence, but the adjutant will render a verdict. And verdicts have consequences, even for the deceased.
Is that what this is about? What's she getting at? If the court agrees this was a suicide, that verdict will retroactively affect evaluations of the individual's mental health. Like whether he was in his right mind or not?
You know anything about estate tax law, detective?
No. But I'm sure you'll be happy to educate me.
More than happy. An individual found by a court to not be of sound mind can't very well give their consent to the lawyer drawing up their will. If his will is compromised, all of David's considerable assets would suddenly be thrown into legal limbo.
In which case, the state would be legally obligated to come in and pick up the pieces. So this is just about his money. I'm almost disappointed in you, Morgan. Well, when you take into consideration all the factors, it's actually more complicated than that. For example... Ha!
She had to duck below the bar.
Yeah, that's cute.
Never mind.
No, Starling, you should speak your mind.
All I mean to say is that while Dr. Asher did have significant holdings in art, real estate, and intellectual property, he also, of course, owned a great deal of stock in numerous corporations, principally Noble. If he was ruled to not be of sound mind, and his shares were to end up acquired by the government, Noble would suffer serious blows to its commercial image and its standing in the financial community.
All of which is to say, there's a great deal at stake here. Not the least of which is the reputation of a man whom I was proud to call my friend.
You're not buying this, are you? In case you haven't noticed, the city is working closely with Noble on this. And they're not gonna let you bring them any unwanted attention.
Starling did her part, they're watching, and they've stopped trying to hide it. From here on out, it's a gamble. Noble Electronics already has unwanted attention. Oh, that was supposed to be her speaking louder.
Raising your voice.
Oh,
If no-
that was a weird combo of two people.
If nothing changes by the end of the day, the whole country is going to hear how David Asher committed suicide. By midnight, there will be questions about his competency, concerns about why the brain inside every single Noble ad was built by an apparently unstable man. The shareholders will have nothing to do all Sunday but brood over that sad thought and all its disturbing implications. By the time the markets reopen on Monday, I would expect a great deal of volatility. Gasp.
She's purposely saying that loud.
Is that so?
I understand Noble's apprehension, of course, Emma. I just feel like right now the fiscally conservative thing to do would be to not get in my way.
So you've got your reasons, and Noble's got a lot to think about. But why should the district attorney's office devote valuable time to playing out this game of yours?
Because they're certain they'll win.
That goes without saying. The courts should have an opening at 6 p.m.
I didn't have anything planned.
Then it's a date. Detective, would you get her clearance set up? Yes, ma'am. Updates every hour, yeah. You're out on a limb, Morgan. Better not linger. Here. Clearance for all the relevant sites and police firewalls. You can interview and investigate with your authority as an officer of the court now. If you haven't already been doing that. Don't even think about getting sloppy with discovery on this. Rockford might think you're funny, but I
I appreciate the warning, Detective Reyes. It's nice to know you care.
I live to serve.
And protect.
Huh.
Thanks for the assists, darling.
Yeah, no sweat. Are all cops like that? Or are they more like that Detective London gentleman?
What do you want to say?
Honestly, most are like neither. She's like really young, like. I mean, she's abrasive, so probably
Yeah.
more similarly to her.
Okay. They're
But-
mostly like that, yes.
Yeah, not really like either.
They're all that intense?
Yes, it comes from being short.
And most cops are short?
Yes.
Right. Well, I'll see you at the courthouse tonight. If you need anything in the meantime, don't be afraid to ask. Good luck. Both of you. What do we do now?
Well, I have a few options. I have access to the crime scene now. Probably the best place to start. I'd like to head over to the company building as well.
Get me registered?
Among other things.
They're making similar faces.
Yeah, she's taken after her mom already. Either David killed himself, or he didn't. But if he did, it's almost certainly his asshole corporate overlords who are to blame. In which case, I'll want to take my sweet time raking them over the coals. What are you doing?
Thing. What about Father? When can we see him?
He'll be at the morgue by now.
She's mimicking.
Is she? The medical examiner will speak to me now that I'm operating under the court's authority. But if I stop to flash paperwork at every nurse and security guard with nothing better to do than ask questions, I'll have to... What's that look for?
You were Father's friend.
Thank
We've
you
established this.
again for reminding me.
Aren't there people you'd like to speak with? Other friends who'd want to know?
Bad news travels fast. I'm sure everyone in the country has heard about David by this point. But all that heartbreak shit did keep me pretty occupied these last few weeks. I was never one to pry. If there was someone who could tell me more about David's personal life over the last several months, it'd be worth the effort of finding them. Do you have someone in mind? Maybe someone he met recently?
He spoke about becoming close with someone this year. A musician.
Is it the famous one that you talked about?
Now that you mention it, there was a P.O. something that David might have mentioned when we talked back in...
I will begin a search. I've completed my search.
Okay.
That was quick.
I found nothing.
Thanks for the old college try. Is that really the best you can do?
Father was a private man, in person and online. With just a few letters and the fact that he was a musician, I'm afraid we don't have enough information to narrow down the results, Ed and I.
No, we have plenty of information. We just need the right person for the job.
What kind of person is that?
Time and date
Oh.
expunged. Precinct 112. Detainment room 1. And who would you even have called?
Oh, it's Brat.
It's Brat.
I don't remember Brat's voice at all.
I don't know. But I still should have gotten my phone call. Said I got you.
You're right. That's totally her kid, isn't it? Because they're both blonde.
Who are you again? My latest guardian, new foster parent. Want me to call you mommy?
I'm not really the motherly type.
Hey, yo. We might actually get along.
So I've got good news and bad news. I'm not your guardian, I'm your lawyer. You've been given a lawyer because you're being charged with a felony.
Fascist pigs. Skipping school's a felony now.
Hacking into a government database has been a felony for a very long time.
That wasn't me.
They have your
Hello, brown hair.
keystrokes,
Sorry.
your IP address, your login times, and the playlist you were listening to.
I was Crab saying hello, brown hair. I was gonna say I think it's a filter for being like the past.
Yeah,
But
I think
we
so
have
too.
the same hair.
That was for a homework assignment.
Here's what I don't get. You got in, copied the data, could have gotten right out. State wouldn't even know they'd been robbed until they saw their password show up on black market clearance 2 weeks later. But you didn't get out. You stayed and made changes to their database. You robbed the bank, got clean money, then dragged a can of spray paint behind you all the way home. Why?
I didn't steal anything that wasn't already compromised. And the only data I edited was my own. So if anything, they should be thanking me for correcting their mistakes.
What, did they get your birthday wrong?
My name.
Name changes are only 2 pages of paperwork. You just need to fill out the form.
And get a signature from a parent or guardian. So, what's the good news then?
The good news was that I'm your lawyer, not your guardian.
The hell? That doesn't count as good news. That's just a thing you said.
Don't be so sure. A lawyer's a lot better than a guardian.
Fair.
How's that?
Parents, guardians, foster whatevers. They're all supposed to take care of you because it's the right thing to do. A lawyer is someone who always does what's best for you, no matter what, because that's how they get paid.
I mean. So how good are you at your job?
Hello, Munker.
It's pronounced core. I don't. Nope.
I know how it's pronounced. I do not.
I do not.
And don't call me that.
When I met Fran in that police station, I couldn't help but bet that I'd landed the jackpot. A valuable asset with a skill set
Oh, because
complementary
she
to
can hack.
Mhm.
Or they.
complementary to my own personal and private pursuits. Someone who, after seeing the sweetheart probation deal I managed to land for them, would be more than happy to help me with whatever I need, whenever I need it. Always so cold, Fran. Can't I even get a good morning?
No such thing. Nothing's good. Nothing good's ever happened until the afternoon when people are actively awake.
What I got instead was a compulsive liar with a horrific sleep schedule and a crippling addiction to poor time management.
What do you want, Red?
I can't call you up just for fun.
Not if you don't want to get blocked.
I need you to find somebody for me.
Can't do it. I've got homework.
We both know the only time you ever do your own homework is during the class it's due.
And I've got sports.
You can't tell a basketball from a hockey stick.
And I've got bidding war to win.
That's
You're
more
the only
believable,
person on
actually.
earth bidding on 70-year-old Coochie and Air Jordan vintage reps, Fran.
Amazing. Legally distinct.
I think you can take your eyes off the auction block.
So, yeah. So sorry, but I'm busy, so...
I was hoping we could skip straight to the carrot portion of the routine, but if you insist on doing things from the top...
Huh?
I had an interesting conversation with your parole officer yesterday.
Oh yeah?
They've been really into the self prefixes lately.
What?
Self-motivation, self-actualization, self-help.
Oh.
And he thinks you could really benefit from it.
You're lying.
He's got all the workbooks ready. Clearly your Saturdays are stacked, so I'll make sure your Sundays are full of...
Fine, fine, fine. I get it.
I need you to find a local musician.
Musician? Knowing you, this will be electro swing or some other awful.
Electro swing is great. You shut up.
I love electro swing so much, actually.
Last name Powell or Parker?
And that's all you got?
They'll be in David Asher's circles.
Wait, Asher, you're working that?
That should be more than enough for a clever kid like yourself to go on.
Don't go expecting any miracles.
I need this soon, within the hour, ideally.
Within the... You know I have other clients, don't you?
Other clients who actually pay you on time? A musician. Find him.
Hey. Even talking over the phone, you're very animated, Adonai.
What do you mean?
Just that you're very expressive when you talk to people.
Of course I'm expressive.
Interesting.
If I wasn't, how would anyone know what I'm thinking?
I see. I'll keep that in mind as we...
Wait, you really expect to tag along?
Of course. Father was...
Yeah, I know you want to. But why should I let you?
Because I am capable and helpful.
And
Uh-huh.
a war machine.
I mean it. I can take notes for you. And move heavy objects.
Very true. She could do that.
Yeah.
And I'll learn to do more.
How?
Downloading.
I will subject every individual we encounter to a basic survey. To procure biographical information on them while I gain experience in questioning.
Subjecting them to torture.
I can help, Adonai.
How fast can you fill out forms?
Fast.
Congratulations, you're halfway to being a paralegal. You coming?
Right away, Adonai.
Aw.
11:45, July 1st. What?
So yeah, it's just these always have said July 1st, so I don't know. I guess it's just that I think someone in chat mentioned that the Wikipedia article or whatever it was said that it might be misinformation or not real information, so whoever corrected it was fucking
It
wrong.
could, but I thought within the dialogue they referenced the date. So I don't know.
Oh, well, they said Thursday, and then she said 2 days ago was the last time they talked, but that's all I remember.
I don't know. It
So
could
I
be
could have
important.
missed.
Like, it could be an important discrepancy.
It could
For-
be. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me.
So just keep it
I'd be
in mind.
surprised if they did something on accident.
Yeah.
So it definitely feels like it's intentional one way or another.
Pretty quiet elevators, huh? Dining room. Okay.
Oh my god.
You could have taken the next one.
It's a busy building, detective. Can't hold up everyone else on our account. Anything you'd like to grumble at me before I start?
Don't touch anything. I don't care that you're wearing gloves.
I have been to crime scenes before, you know. Long before the police get there in many cases.
Look, Rockford asked me to not get in your way, but that doesn't mean I'm going to bend over for you.
Do you at least have the autopsy report?
No,
Useless. Are you seriously?
I don't.
She doesn't? The report should have come in hours ago. It wouldn't take this long unless the cause of death was still... Then I'd settle for a summary of the preliminary findings.
An emergency call was made shortly after 8 p.m. last night via the home security system. Security Medical Services had a VTOL in the air within the minute. They landed on the penthouse's helipad at 8:08. Dr. Asher was found unconscious with low blood pressure and a weak heartbeat. He wasn't breathing. In-flight audio or auto. What?
VTOL means vertical takeoff and landing. This is great.
Oh, thank you. In-flight auto triage administered artificial CPR while in transit to Gates Field Memorial. He was declared dead a few minutes after being taken to the emergency wing.
I see. And the cause of death
Someone-
is?
Hug Sarah.
Being investigated.
I love the occasional I'm a serial killer quips, right?
Yeah.
Make an educated guess.
He stopped breathing, so they gave him oxygen. His heart stopped pumping, so they had the the machines take over.
They had the mechanics come in with
The
all their
mechanics.
tools. They gave it their best shot.
His brain
Hi,
activity
Mika.
dropped to 0. Hello. And there wasn't anything else they could do.
It was poison, wasn't it? What kind? You don't know, do you?
Damn.
Ah, they don't know either.
Like I said, ma'am, we don't have the autopsy report yet. Why are you certain it was poison, Adonai? Couldn't it have been an accidental overdose?
If he had overdosed on a commercial drug, even a pre-med student would have spotted it on the hospital's intake screening. They would have been able to pump his stomach, neutralize his bloodstream, and he would have lived. But
But he didn't live.
So it must have been something deadly, a compound designed solely to kill. Fast-acting, deadly poison that causes respiratory failure. The list can't be that long. Even just through process of elimination, the medical examiner should have identified it by now. Unless... You suspect a designer drug, don't you, Detective?
That you're only quick on the uptake when it suits you?
Lol.
Because we need to know what you know.
Nothing else makes sense, given what we know and what we don't. But the CDCA
Is that like CDC?
I think so.
decriminalized and cataloged all recreational drugs.
Guess you aren't entirely clueless about politics.
So whatever father overdosed on should have been in the hospital's database. You need to update your definitions. You're confusing designer drugs with recreational drugs. What is the difference?
How does she not have this
Recreational-
information? Like, what?
I don't know.
Why didn't he program her with...
Maybe there's common versus like top. I don't know.
Recreational drugs are decriminalized and sold through pharmacies after years of testing and mountains of paperwork. While the average designer drug was invented last week in a 19-year-old line cook's bathroom on the other side of the globe. Hospitals can't know the proper countermeasures for an overdose of a drug that didn't exist 48 hours ago. I came across makeshift labs all the time when I was a uniform. The equipment's cheap and widely available. Black market cooks, gray market peddlers, and white-collar lobbyists, all chasing each other's tail in a long line to find the next big hit. CDCA didn't change shit. More people die from ODs than ever before. The only difference is it's their families finding them in the living room and not beat cops finding them on the street corners. Real comforting, I'm sure.
If it wasn't you talking, I'd say that was a criticism of law enforcement.
Yeah.
Not law enforcement, just a law.
Assuming it was a designer drug, that would certainly make things more complicated.
For the insurance guys, maybe. But for us, whatever he used to do it, he still killed himself. Or didn't kill himself, if you insist.
I'm gonna take a look around now.
Yeah, sure. Make yourself at home.
What's that face for? Thought?
Pretty sure that's supposed to be thought.
Yeah. Or it could be I thought hat.
I thought that. I thought there would be an outline
An outline?
around where they found father.
Like in the movies?
I mean, there kind of was one in the other one we did.
Like in film.
Connect to the police's network and bring up their ARCS file.
Augmented reality crime scene. I see.
All right. Authenticating, downloading, initializing. Well, there's the outline.
There is an outline. And so this is where he...
He died at the hospital. This is just where the medics found him.
And it's the sensors and cameras they were wearing that create the basis for the arcs.
They didn't realize they were walking into a crime scene, but their body cams gathered data all the same.
Where do we start?
You can start by following behind me and trying to be as quiet as possible. I'm starting to get a feel for when she's pouting even without looking. One chair knocked over, probably where David was sitting, and one chair pulled out, a party of 2. He never cared much for socializing, but he enjoyed hosting. Contradictory guy.
I just realized, have we hard saved at all?
I did while you were in the bathroom, but I'll probably do another one.
I just was like, wait, it's been the whole stream and I didn't remember.
It also
us
does a
saving.
lot of autosaves.
Yeah, I just wanted to be sure in case, like, I don't know, any reason or issue.
Says here that when the medics arrived, he was on the floor, face up.
Does that tell you something?
Hey, if you were gonna drink a glass of poison, would you be sitting or standing when you did it?
I find it very difficult to speculate on that hypothetical scenario.
The seat by his body is pulled out. If he was seated when he lost consciousness, I would expect to find him slumped over on the table.
Yeah.
But he wasn't found slumped over.
No, he wasn't. And if he had been standing when he lost consciousness, I would think he would have fallen forward or at least collapsed less neatly.
So what can you conclude from that, Adonai?
Only that I'm missing something. I mean, you have this chair which is knocked over and then this chair which is pulled out. 2 cups.
Yeah.
So, like, was there
Like-
another person here?
Yeah, definitely what I would think.
Better take a closer look. Spilled alcohol. The arcs show how it looked last night before it evaporated. No foreign substances in the puddle. It's clean. So does that mean whatever this spill came from must be clean as well? 2 cups, 1 empty, knocked over, and 1 mostly empty. These look cheap. Did his guest bring them?
I've seen them before, in the basement liquor cabinet.
He kept these lying around? I knew he regifted those crystal glasses I got him.
Arc says there's nothing foreign in the upright one, so it can't have been poisoned.
So are the police looking for the other person who was here last night?
I guess not.
I feel like that's important.
I would feel like that would be very much implying that there was a murder.
Yeah. Or
Unless
at least
he
they'd
wants
want
it
that.
to be a suicide.
I mean, at the very least, they'd want to question the person because they would have been the last person to speak to
Yeah.
him before he died.
Right.
Results are inconclusive on the other cup, however.
Looks bone dry.
Red
Must have been nothing but
Solo cup.
fumes left by the time this was considered a crime scene. Just not enough there for them to test.
Inconclusive could mean
Inconclusive means inconclusive. That's all. Cheer up and read me the results of the fingerprinting.
Father's prints are on both cups, as expected.
Oh. So they think there was no one else.
But there are someone else's on the upright cup, so someone else must have been here with him last night.
Slow down. All that proves is that someone else touched the cup. Doesn't tell us when they did it. And since we don't know who the prints belong to...
Adonai, why don't we know who the prints belong to?
Are the prints flagged as unidentified, or...
No, there's space for a name, but the field is black.
Redacted.
Shit. Am I already that late to the action? Detective Reyes. Oh, I didn't realize I was calling
Yeah.
it Detective Reyes.
I thought you were just like thinking.
Yeah. There's a second set of prints on the cups. Is there a form you'd like me to sign?
Doesn't matter how nicely you ask, sometimes people just can't answer. You should know that damn well, Madam Counselor.
I was afraid you'd say that.
I don't understand, Adonai. What does this mean?
It means that whomever those prints belong to is very proactive representation.
Those prints belong to a witness, as you've guessed. You're more than welcome to their testimony. Oh, am I? But their identity is... The department is being very considerate of the witness's privacy out of the respect of their time and appreciation for their cooperation.
Fine, forget the name.
That easily?
Subpoenas are always an option, but I'm short on time. What did the witness have to say for themselves, Detective?
To paraphrase, they came to see Dr. Asher last night. The two of them talked, and they had a drink together. Then the doctor got sick, so they activated the emergency system for the panel in the kitchen. The EMTs came and took them both to the hospital. Asher's condition got worse. All of the witnesses' vitals were normal.
The witness had their vitals taken? Then there should be a record of their admission at Gatesfield.
You would think. And that's it.
I'm guessing you didn't just take all of that on faith.
Penumbra's set up in most of the rooms on this floor. Everything the witness told us was corroborated by the building's own surveillance system. So yes, we can guarantee that the witness never put anything into Asher's drink.
I'm guessing that I can't have the keys to the penumbra, can I?
Not until the witness's lawyers are done reviewing it.
Lawyers, plural?
Yeah.
I don't have time to trade jabs with the law offices of Johnson, Johnson, Johnson & Johnson.
That's a lot of Johnson. Say,
Yeah.
how about I give you their business card?
The law offices of Cochler, Gustav, Prince & Prince. I was close. No way I'll be getting any client information out of them directly.
If all you bloodsuckers want to get together and tear each other apart, text me before you start. I'd like to watch.
Yeah, I bet you like to watch.
What? What? What does that even mean?
I don't know, needed a moment to think. So that was it. One chat, one peek at the cams, and you've already eliminated them as a suspect?
Look,
The attorney formerly known as Prince.
they were searched. They didn't have any poison, any drugs, not even a stick of gum. Yeah, because they would have fucking hid it afterward. Even if they somehow did have poison on them, the camera footage confirms they had no opportunity to use it.
Wild to have cameras in your kitchen.
Yeah. They drank from the same bottle as a dead man. As far as the department's concerned, they were nearly the second victim.
Well, what if it wasn't poison?
Yeah.
But they aren't dead or even ill from the sound of things. So you think he poisoned his own cup beforehand, then poured for the both of them from a safe bottle?
That's what the evidence is telling us.
Why? Okay, if he were gonna kill himself, why would he do it while someone else was there? Like,
Yeah, that would
why
be a
wouldn't he
very
just-
weird choice.
yeah. Why wouldn't he just wait for the other person to leave? Especially if it was poison, because, you know, that could be dangerous if the person did drink out of the wrong cup. You know?
Would put the other person at risk.
Right. And also, you know, presumably if you're going to kill yourself, you wouldn't want somebody there to, like, call.
See?
Yeah.
Or try and stop it.
Right. So, I don't know. I don't think that holds up.
There's nothing in the bottle or the witness's cup. Well, that was important looking. But after drinking from his cup, a cup he prepared himself, he fell ill and the witness didn't. And Asher died with a foreign substance in his body. An unidentified foreign substance.
But do we know that it was from the drink? I mean,
Yeah. We do not.
Suicide by poison. I get that you were close, and simple explanations aren't all that satisfying. But that's life.
one last thing. You just said he prepared his cup himself. Did you see that on camera?
He left the parlor to get the drinks and came back with his already poured. The witness says they got them from the basement.
The basement.
The witness says that, not the cameras.
There's no cams in the lab or the basement. That seems like a security hazard. Why would Noble not set things up more carefully?
He probably didn't want cameras in his lab.
Yeah, because of her.
It's intentional. If cams of his lab ever got hacked, outsiders could steal his IP and kick Noble's monopoly to the curb.
That too.
Right. David did complain about Noble's weird protocols for combating corporate espionage.
At least we can take comfort in knowing that Father wasn't alone when he died.
Aw.
Yeah, that's worth investigating. Password locked, but already cracked by the police, it seems.
All the were take home safe. Nothing spicy.
No smut?
Damn, no smut. Yeah.
When was it last used?
7:48 p.m.
Which would have been like right before he died, right?
I think so. I think 808 or something was something I remember, but I don't remember what that was.
Still reading work emails only a few minutes before he committed suicide? Morbid. That also seems unlikely, unless one such email pushed him over the edge, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
There's a lot of messages marked priority that breadcrumb their way back to an article. There's the article about the warm android blood saving soldier's life. Okay, in a stunning and heroic episode, one of our nation's brave soldiers had their life saved by a noble android, and in a way that no other competitor's product could. A brave private, name withheld, was wounded during a military operation whose exact nature and location is currently classified. Bleeding badly and far from the nearest triage station, he was carried to safety by his fellow freedom fighter, an Animate 16 enforcer, one of the few warm androids being currently tested out by the armed forces. But the android didn't just sit there and wait for evac. It opened up its own arteries and pumped life-saving UD, universal donor, synthetic plasma into the young man's veins, stabilizing him long enough for him to reach a military hospital. I have no doubt he'd be dead if there was any other android fighting alongside him, said one commanding officer who asked not to be named. I always thought Noble was only good at making ads that look good, and now I know they've got something inside them that no one else can compete with. The story brings a well-deserved shot in the arm to Noble's stock prices and market share. With this one heroic moment, Noble's warm androids have proven themselves to be worth their price tag, and then some. And people in the Capitol are paying attention. It's certainly an interesting idea, Senator Mathing said when asked for committing to a military contract for Noble to provide the armed forces with warm models. This story's got people talking. If we just ignored our constituents' feelings on this matter, we'd be neglecting our duty as politicians. And I know none of my peers would ever try to put a price on the life of one of our soldiers. While additional details about the incident have remained closely guarded, the net is already ablaze with talk of, "Oh damn, you're not logged in on this device. Why don't you pop your user details down below and enable crumbs so you can get the user experience you deserve?"
Oh, damn.
This is that article I've seen going around. But why would Noble have it marked as priority? Starling said they weren't in any rush to pat each other on the back over it, even though they'd won themselves a real prize. I mean, easy PR.
I mean, that would make logical sense.
It's a nice fat bump in PR for Noble, one of their ads saving a soldier's life, except they weren't really struggling with popularity to begin with. Well, No, but
No.
there was definitely, it seemed like it was controversial.
Yeah.
Ads were to an extent.
Especially warm ads.
Yeah.
Or warm
Right.
androids.
Guess more good press never hurts. Okay, well, I guess they wanted me to pick the contract one instead. They use plasma for android blood? I guess.
Ooh, the noise.
See, he didn't, he didn't really commit to the contract, though.
Right.
He just said it's an interesting idea, which is why I didn't think that was the correct answer.
Very weird.
Whatever. Rose River Whiskey, 12 years old.
Wait. Nope, not whiskey. I thought. No, I'm thinking of the other guy's
Yeah.
likes and dislikes.
You recognize it?
Sure, he was more than partial to the brand. It's a good brand, only a bit overpriced, which is the bargain of a lifetime in David's world.
It appears that the police have already tested its contents. No foreign matter present was their conclusion. Is it possible that the police missed the poison?
No, even if they can't identify the poison, they can detect its presence by comparing samples of the whiskey to a bottle off the store shelf.
So we can eliminate the possibility that the bottle of whiskey was poisoned.
We'll have to find our smoking gun elsewhere. I always admired this view. The buildings gleam with reflections of holograms and sunlight, and their shadows obscure all the rundown, rotting parts of town. Maybe the view's secondary. Maybe all anyone really wants is to put as much distance between them and the street level as possible.
Is it possible that a witness could have seen something through these windows?
Not through these windows, no. David installed wide-spectrum auto tint in all his homes, all his cars.
I didn't know that.
Well, you wouldn't notice unless you were viewing the penthouse from more than...
Why did he care so much about his windows?
Safety, privacy.
Police androids monitoring the scene. Could almost mistake them for the real thing, the way they stand there trying to look important. Like an indoor dog taking its first trip to the park.
Rude Discord. Pardon?
Why are you looking at it like you've never seen an android before?
Because I haven't, in person.
David didn't even let you have a mirror? Brutal. Just scan its gin if you're that curious. Unless that's considered too forward or whatever.
Didn't even let you have a
Chessboard.
mirror. Is really fucking funny.
That is funny. A chessboard and a datapad with a series of characters on it. E4, C5, NF3, E6, D4, CX, D4, and XD4. This is...
No chess.
Oh. I think a message more likely than a cipher, but I'm not 100% sure of that.
Yeah, I mean, the first one, like E4 or whatever, it was like, oh, that could be like a chess space, but not the other ones.
Right.
So you want to go with message?
Sure. It's just, I don't know if it's something else we haven't seen yet to determine if it's
It
a
could also
cipher.
be a cipher, yeah. Some kind of
Yeah.
secret message, perhaps, or...
Black has checkmate in 40 moves.
Okay. Wow, a robot that's good at chess. We ought to put you in a museum. But I'll take your word for it.
What do you mean? Do you not play, Adonai?
No, especially not against David.
Well, that is to be expected. Anyone who challenged Father to a battle of wits would naturally grow tired of losing.
Did he program you to be his stan?
Yeah.
Every game starts the same. Each player has the same pieces, the same moves, the same options. It's a true test of wit, strategy, and forethought. To me, it always seemed too
Boring?
fair. The smarter player wins every time.
And that is something you take fault with?
Of course. How's a gal like me supposed to win a game like that? Seemed like that's everything critical on this side of the room, which leaves the kitchen. You said there's camera footage of the dining room showing David and his guest. What about in here?
Camera in the kitchen is the one mounted on the call terminal. The council took a snap image when the witness ran in to contact emergency services.
So are we just like not gonna look at what that message could be?
Yeah, seriously.
May I see it?
Unless you scrape the witness's face off the pic first.
Don't tempt me. Won't be the first time she cut someone's face off.
Yeah.
3 unwashed dishes and a single glass. Raise, these dishes have been scanned for prints. Haven't been scanned for prints yet.
And
And I just assumed you might want to do your job.
yeah, there are prints. Most match the victim. But there's also... Hey! Don't sneak up on me like that.
All I did was walk over to you.
You knocked over the salt, Adonai. I was focused on the task at hand.
Didn't realize tunnel vision was a selling point on your mod.
Adonai, the salt. As I was saying, the witness's prints are on the glass.
That glass in the sink, they were drinking from cups in the parlor. Did you see a glass on camera?
No.
So when did they touch this glass?
You need to toss it over your shoulder. Witness must have thought about giving the guy some water, but he would have just choked on it if they had tried.
Or those weren't what they were drinking from.
What, you think the glass was a murder weapon? It's bad luck, Adonai. Whacked him on the back of the head so fast he went between video frames.
That's genius. You should go through the footage frame by frame to prove your theory. Mature.
It's bad luck.
What have you been going on about? The salt? Shouldn't a machine be above petty superstition?
Not if they were programmed with it.
It's not superstition. It's an ancient wisdom.
Give me one logical reason to care then.
If too much salt spills onto your food, it'll make you gag.
Maybe it's on me for setting the bar too low there.
Yeah.
Messy workspaces, but a pristine kitchen. David was a good cook, but only for others. Unless he had a guest, he'd happily eat instant ramen and protein bars for all 3 meals, or 2, or 1. No signs of food prep to be found, not so much as a cheese board. So whoever this guest was, they must have shown up unannounced. This is where the emergency call was made. What time did the call go out?
8:04 p.m. Before you ask, the witness left the parlor at 8:03 p.m. Not enough time for them to alter the scene.
I wasn't gonna ask that. When did the medics arrive?
8:08, remember?
Oh,
That
that's what
is
I was
quick.
remembering. That is very quick.
Hell of a response time for a penthouse. Private EMS came by air.
Yeah, they landed on the VTOL pad you saw outside. Took him to Gatesfield. The very best if you can afford it.
That jump scared me.
Looking around here seems like they could afford a lot.
He got his insurance through his employer, just like most people.
Wasn't he his own employer?
No, he worked for the company.
For some reason, I thought he owned Noble.
No, he was just their like top programmer.
Caduceus? Executive Plan 4 isn't like most people, counselor.
He had executive level? Not like most people at all. David's fridge. Normally I wouldn't go poking in a pantry at a crime scene, but this was a poisoning. Some white wines chilling in the drawer, some real cheap liquor stuffed in the icebox. Old habits. Reyes, you said he left the parlor and came back with that whiskey from the basement?
Huh? That's what the cams show, yeah.
There's plenty to drink right here, and unlike the cabinet downstairs, it's actually cold. He must have wanted Rose River in particular. What's that look for? You hungry?
I am an android. I do not get hungry.
Yeah, but we have to feed
Are
the
you being
worm ones.
sarcastic?
You do.
Only mostly. I thought you said you required organic nourishment.
I do ingest organic substances, but that doesn't mean that I experience hunger as you do.
So when you don't ingest organic substances for a long time,
I become tired.
What a great feature.
Yeah.
And when I'm done digesting,
I don't need to know.
You've now had the chance to survey the crime scene.
Yeah.
So do you think you know what happened?
Detective, is his body still at the hospital morgue?
Yeah, it's at Gatesfield. Along with 100 noble Megs who have all called dibs.
Then I'll just have to cut in line. Sarah, get me a ride to Gatesfield Memorial. What? You can do that, can't you?
I can.
But
I need your payment information to get started. Yeah, okay. Understood. On my way down.
got it.
Sync complete.
Set pickup for 10 minutes should be plenty.
The crowd down there seems to have gotten quite large. 10 minutes to reach the pickup spot may be an ambitious target, Adonai.
How bad can it be? Okay, did you want to save here
Sure.
before we go into the next?
That would be a good stopping point.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because it's past midnight. So,
Getting late.
yeah, we'll have to read through a lot of the search phrases and stuff we picked up
Oh, yeah?
next time. I
Yeah.
didn't want to do that now because, like, we'll forget it, probably,
Yeah, that's fair.
by the time we come back. So, I think we should just do it next time. Feels like we're just scratching the
sense.
surface. It does feel like that, Crab. Feels like we've really learned nothing so far.
Well, like, wasn't this like 3 or 4 times the length of the first one
Yes.
on how long to beat? So
Yeah.
if that took us... So this is probably only like 1/4 of the way through.
Probably, yeah. 1/3 if we're being generous. But
Yeah.
it's probably gonna take a couple streams. So, most likely we'll be back next Friday, probably. To continue episode 1. So hopefully, if you're interested, you will join us